Off right in the gutter the second we go live.
Well, hello everyone. Hi.
I met at Squeeze the Louvre and Gwyn came in.
Yes. Sorry, Gwyn, it got off to a little bit. We're already salty. Hi, Gwyn.
That's
hi,
what she
everyone. Welcome back to both the costumeco channel and AK's channel. I'll do a quick intro. Hi. And we have a great panel today. I was calling us the queens. We also have, we're all queens tonight. Are we not, Gwyn? Are we all queens?
Yes.
If Justin comes, he's a king. So anyway, yes, we're here for the premiere of season 3 of House of the Dragon. And it is called, what is it called? It's like of
Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood.
Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood.
Because I have it up here.
And so Gwyn just hopped in, so he's just joining us. But we might have one more guest, but so far we have 5 of us. So a really solid panel of lovely people that I enjoy hanging out with. I was just saying before we went live, I feel really rusty because we haven't done a stream for a while. At least I haven't. You guys have been. Mm-hmm. You guys have been super busy. Mm-hmm. So before we get started, why don't we just go around and everyone can say hello? So whoever wants to go. Alicia, do you want to start since we're here with your channel as well?
I will go first. Yes. So hello, friends. Welcome back to Dragon Wednesday. Now you'll see us on Tuesday and Wednesday and on Sunday if you come for the watch along. Doing this. Sphinxy. Hello. I don't know which episode it's gonna be, but Sphinx is probably gonna be on here with us at some point during the season. And hey to everybody else that I'm seeing in the chat. Jaguar. I believe I saw you last night. Good on you. Marissa Fields. Hello, ma'am. Hey, Maker. Always in the spot. Always great seeing you. And I'm quite happy to be here because I haven't hung out with Becks or Gwyn in a long time. So yay. And also shameless plug, sometime in the future, me and Gwyn will be talking about Mortal Kombat, the original Dondada on that.
Awesome.
So make sure you tune in.
I was going to say, so just so everyone knows, we will be streaming live every Wednesday after the episode airs on my channel, and then we'll simulcast on Alicia's channel. But Alicia, do you want to let folks know what days you are also doing? So you probably said that already.
Yes. Sunday is when I do the watch along. I'm not airing the episode. Fandom. You have to have your own HBO Max subscription, but you can sync up by listening and watch me and my cousins talk shit while we watch the episode the whole time. And then Tuesdays, I'm on with Fandom D Saint, who just now stepped into the chat. Was good, little bruv. And DJ11 on the Review with the Crew channel. Tuesdays, usually around 9 is when we start. And Mondays, for at least the next few weeks, me and Meeks will be covering Interview with the Vampire Lestat, season 3. And it has been fantastic so far. So come through and join us. Set your notifications so you don't miss it.
Oh no, Jaguar, you're not late.
We just started. You are right on time.
And I was what was I going to say? Well, anyway, why don't we just go to the next person? Who wants to talk next?
Maybe we should just go to Gwyn and just like loop.
Gwyn, you want to go? We can go around. You guys are seeing the same
flustered. View. I'm not causing an echo or anything, am I? Because
no, you sound great.
No, you sound great.
I don't have my headphones, so yeah. I just that's good to know. Sorry, I'm a bit flustered. I was running.
No, you know what's funny, Gwyn? I've been having tech issues all day on both my personal computer and my work computer, so I feel you. We're just really glad you're here.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Gwyn. I have I'll go ahead and plug myself real quick, shamelessly. Yes. I have a channel called Cinematic Realms where my co-host Jared and I talk about movies and TV shows that we love. And yeah, I'm here just to have fun and talk House of the Dragon. I'm also gonna and not to draw attention to myself or anything, but I'm trying out some new clothing stuff this week. I just went out shopping for myself this week, and I officially shopped in the women's section. I was very excited about that, and not doing anything.
Actually, that's a really nice color for you. Yeah. I like that. It's like an indigo. Kind of indigo.
I'm not doing anything. It's like a purpley
color. Yeah.
It's reading a bit more bluish. But yeah, I'm just trying out some stuff. I'm in Southwest Florida. I'm not going to get too flashy Unfortunately,
please stay safe. Please stay safe.
But I'm trying more subtle ways to feel myself, and so doing all that, and also I was encouraged because I don't know if any of you have heard about this movie or not, but there's a movie that came out this week directed by Haley Kiyoko called Girls Like Girls, which I went to go see, and oh my god, I was like crying in the theater. It was so good, but like happy tears. So like I went to go see it twice because I don't know how long it's going to be in theaters. So this is just me plugging that movie because it's so great, and so please go see it. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just here to chat and have fun. So thank
awesome. Meeks, you want to go next, and then we'll finish off with Becks. Okay.
Hey y'all. So listen. we're gonna be extra busy. So this is the most you've ever gonna see me on a stream. I've got like 3 streams a week. Enjoy that. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited. I'm very, very excited about the season. I'm just happy. I'm happy. I don't know what to expect. I'm like throwing caution to the wind. I'm just enjoying it as it comes. Giggity. And yeah.
It's so funny. I'll be walking down the street and I'll have Meeks. I'll have you in my head. I'll have like, listen.
It's very important. You gotta listen. You gotta listen, Linda.
Okay. Becks. Hello, Becks the Ruin. How are you doing tonight? We're so happy you're here.
I'm very happy to be here. I'm glad we're back. I'm glad House of the Dragon is back. This episode exceeded expectations. So I'm just
okay. Well, we're going to start getting into it. Okay. Well, who wants? Okay. I did a rewatch of it. Did anyone watch it more than once? By
I've watched reactions and editing.
Yeah,
I watched it more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched twice, including just before the stream.
Oh, okay. So it's very fresh for you. Yeah. Okay. So, well, why don't we go around and we can ask everyone sort of, okay. Well, first off, if everybody, I think, knows that this episode was supposed to be last season. And so you guys can talk about it if you want a little bit, but it ended up being the premiere. So it was a little bit unusual, I guess, for HBO. So to have a battle start the series. So why don't we go around and everyone can give their, just like sort of your first impressions, and then we'll start getting into the digging into the particulars.
I nominate you to go first, Heidi.
Oh, me? Oh dear. Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to have to tell you. So my first watch, which was Sunday, and then the second watch was this morning. I watched it really early. So I have to tell you, my second watch was a much better impression, but I have to say my first watch wasn't as I wasn't as satisfied with it. Now, possibly because of this whole thing with it should have been like the penultimate episode, and the battle, but it started off with it. And I think part of it for me was just visually, I was having a hard time with the darkness. Maybe that was just me. Maybe it was the settings on my TV. I don't know. But also I was kind of having a hard time just connecting with anybody this episode. So when some of the milestone events happen, I was just like, I felt a little bit like that. Now I have heard from other reviewers who've gotten the 4 episodes that it does really kind of like, we start to get more into, the characters and I think part of the problem is I've been watching so many wonderful character driven shows. So I'm just not feeling as satisfied with this one as I would like to be. So that's just me. But anyway, what about you? Who wants to go next?
I could go next.
Sure, Meeks.
Take it.
I understand what you're saying about that. It's because of the break. Like, here's the thing. If you're going to do this type of 8 episode situation, we can't be waiting 2 years. And in this particular situation, we can't wait 2 years for technically the end of the season. So it's like a big cut in the emotional connection of the characters. That being said, I was thoroughly entertained. This is Gladiator, and I was entertained. I was hooping and I was hollering from the raw crotch on the dragon at the beginning, because I'm like, girl, your thighs is torn.
Oh,
okay?
gosh,
that dragon is dragoning, and them thighs is torn, right? And then the weird kiss, I was entertained. The Green Man, entertained. There's so many things that I was just like, I'm highly entertained. I'm not mad at this. I didn't know what to expect because I threw it all out the window because, once we heard about the split in the writing and the creative decisions of the show, I was worried. They did the thing that everybody didn't want them to do, but we had a good 2 years to talk about it. So I'm pretty much, I feel like everybody who was in the know about the Nettles and Reyna merge, we were just like, okay, we're going to get it out of our system because there's nothing we can do about it. He's going to do it. We see it. It's happening. All right. But other than that, like, I really enjoyed it. And I just wish they would have put this at the end of last season because it would have been for people who didn't know this was happening. This would have been a better ending as opposed to a beginning.
Yeah. And I was going to say, well, because it feels like it's basically picked up right away, right? Like everyone's in the same costumes, which of course that's another huge disappointment for me because I'm expecting to see all the new costumes and there are new costumes because they're all in basically the clothes they were wearing. All right. Who wants to go next? Who's excited to talk about the show?
I'll go.
Okay.
I actually had it's not quite the same, but I had a similar journey as you, Heidi, in terms of my first to second watch. My first watch, I had not rewatched any of season 2, so I was coming into this cold after 2 years. Which is not to say, like, season 2 is actually I go a bit against the grain from what I've perceived the reaction to season 2 was. Like, season 2 is actually one of my favorite Game of Thrones related seasons ever. So it's actually kind of weird that I haven't gone back to revisit it, but that's just kind of like, I'm a different kind of watcher than I was back in the Game of Thrones days where I constantly rewatched everything. So bottom line, it's been a long time since I've been with the story. And so I felt a little disconnected from what was going on because it does pick up like right from the end of season 2. So I remember my reaction was kind of like playing catch up and get a bit, oh, this is where everybody was last season. And okay. And then the battle stuff came and I thought technically it was astonishingly well executed. I thought it was entertaining, but also because I wasn't as keyed in with the character journeys, I felt a little removed from it. Now, today, what I did was I actually rewatched most of the season 2 finale prior to rewatching this episode again, and it helped a lot. And I felt like, okay, I have a better understanding of it, and I felt much more connected with all the character arcs and everything. And I actually appreciated the battle stuff a lot more because just felt like I was more engaged. As far as like, should this have been the, at the end of last season, I actually liked the way last season ended because I'm much more where I am in my life right now. I like character-based stuff over like big action sequences. So I actually loved ending the season with the big scene between like Alicent and Rhaenyra. I thought that was such a great culmination of their arc throughout the season. And so actually I thought it was kind of cool having this season opener be like, have a huge action set piece, because I don't think we've ever had a premiere like that for anything in Game of Thrones. So actually I rather liked it. So where I land on it finally is like, I think it was really well done, and I grew to appreciate it more on second viewing. I don't know where it ranks in terms of, like, I feel like I had to sit with it more. I'm really looking forward to some more of the sort of one-on-one character dynamics that I hope we get in the next couple weeks. I think that's going to be really interesting. And I heard the same thing about the episodes kind of ramping up in terms of like how good they are. So I'm looking forward to that. So I kind of land on it, maybe not my favorite like Game of Thrones stuff ever, but I found it highly entertaining and well executed, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Alicia, AK, what about you?
Okay. First out the gate for everything, I did enjoy it. I have gripes, and when I say gripes, I don't mean like too much really about the show itself, but gripes because I want to snatch some characters up by the neck or their hair and slap them a couple times, because why did y'all do some of these things that y'all did, Raina? But yeah, I won't go full on in rant. We'll go through the eps, and then I'll put them out as they come up. But for the most part, I think this was good. I think we gave it like a 8 or 9 out of 10 overall yesterday, and I am looking forward to see what happens, because I know was supposed to happen, but now they came out the gate with a whole bunch of new things that we didn't know about. So I'm just looking to see what happens, what's going to be what, and will these changes make sense? And I really, above all, just want them to at least make sense from a storytelling point of view. So,
so we can maybe talk about some book changes as well as we go along. Alicia, you're pretty knowledgeable and all that. Meeks,
I should say I have no idea, because it's been.
I read Fire and Blood was ages ago.
Here's the
So
thing:
I
if
do
you
not
have
remember.
questions,
look, Meeks has the index right
them
there.
Oh, you do. Becks, did you read the
within
book?
hand's reach?
If you have questions, I do.
Oh, Becks, did you read the book?
Yes, I did. But I'm also kind of the same. I have not
been a while.
revisited
Mhm.
Yeah, I had to look up about Corlys today. I was like, what happens to Corlys? I had to look that up. I'm like, dude,
Everybody
is, he okay?
is worried
Is he
about
okay?
where Uncle C is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Is he okay?
All right.
Is he all right?
Is he all right? Okay, well, where do you want to start? Like, there's so many places we can
We
start.
missed out on Becks. She didn't
Oh
give
my
her.
God, Becks. Oh my God, what's wrong with me?
And I pointed to the right direction.
Tisk Heidi.
Sorry, Becks, go ahead. I am so sorry.
No, that's all right. It's a full panel. I mean, I really enjoyed the episode. I was in the same spot as you, Gwyn. Like, as soon as it came on, I was like, oh my God, like what happened at the end of last season? I got lucky. Work on Monday was really slow, so I watched the last 2 episodes of season 2. I don't have much of an opinion about whether or not we should have seen the Battle of the Gullet last season or this season. Like, I think we probably would have been in the same boat where the 2-year time span was going to get us one way or another. But and I'm not usually a huge battle person. Like, I'm more about the behind the scenes intrigue and that kind of stuff. I thought it was like probably top 3 Game of Thrones battles, period. Like, between, what was happening on the water, what was happening in the air, and once the battle started, I was like, oh God, I know where this is going.
You're like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to say, Bex, my favorite episode of Game of Thrones was Hard Home. So, I mean,
Yeah,
that is
Hard Home. Well,
Great battle.
Yeah,
so
Battle
good.
of the Bastards.
Yeah, and Battle of the Bastards is my second favorite. And technically, I guess Hard Home is a battle. It's like a battle against
Blackwater.
Yeah,
Battle
of
and the battle for the wall.
Of course, Stannis, of course.
Yeah, but Stannis and Davos. But I just have to say, I'm warning all of you all right now. The whole season, all I'm going to be talking about is Roddy of the Ruin, because I'm in love with Tommy Flanagan, and even though like
can't even talk.
I did not know that was
What show is he from originally?
Tommy Flanagan.
He's from everywhere.
I've recognized him.
Sons of Anarchy. He was also in Gladiator.
Yeah,
he was in Gladiator. He's been in a lot of stuff. But
I did not recognize him until I saw the credits, and I was like, "Oh my God, that was Tommy Flanagan."
So,
by the way, I have to give them a credit. His fur, his like shawl fur that he was wearing, looked very real, because I read that they no longer use real fur, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Kudos to them. Yeah, they've stopped using any real fur because they get in a lot of trouble, I guess now. So, not even if it's
vintage.
So they can't do that even, because I have to say I just got a vintage fur from my great aunt, and it's from like the 30s, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wear it, I don't care. My niece is a vegan.
Should be okay.
It's so
Yeah,
cute. It's like
Mhm.
like 1930s, like 3/4 length sleeves. I have the right gloves. Like, I'm gonna totally wear it.
I mean,
Hopefully
it's also
no one will throw
sustainable.
paint at me.
Yeah. I mean, but no, I like, oh, when he came out, and I was like, I knew he was coming. I was surprised it came so early in the episode, because it's such a, but it's just like waiting for him to like, we've come to die for the Dragon Queen. And it's just like, yep.
Yeah, because they were promised, like,
Well,
I think it was the beginning
at
of
the
season
end-
2.
Well, the end of season 2. Well,
Yeah.
you met Cregan Star.
Jace goes up to the
Cregan.
wall, right?
But then,
And
like that final montage in season 2, you see
You
them
see them coming
marching
down.
across the bridge of the twins.
well, I guess I'm
10,
a pimp
10
then,
points for
Sonny.
Sunny on that one. 10 points for that.
I'm gonna get a cane with like a
Do it
little
with a
thing
hat.
jewel on
You
it.
need, like, a big
Please
hat.
do it and
Oh, a
text
Superfly?
me the pictures.
Yeah,
Yes,
except it's
please.
like a
We give you a
1950s,
a
1930s
chalice.
ladies
Mhm.
little
Absolutely.
jacket.
we support this. We support this, Heidi. We need the cosplay.
Okay, we'll do it. I'll wear it the next episode. Well, Bex, did you have anything else you want to add before we start getting into it?
I thought it was great. I thought it was a great episode, and I'm ready for a season of heartbreak.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I thought, okay, this is what I wanted to maybe start with, if you guys are okay with it, Lohar. And the reason I want to ask about that is because there's been a lot of controversy about this character. Now, my
Why?
understanding is Abigail, she's not, she's not a classically trained actress. I think she's a YouTuber or something.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
So there's been a lot of complaints about her
Craziness.
acting style, or
Craziness.
maybe
Bruh,
Bananas.
she is playing
Yeah.
exactly who they
Yeah.
wrote her to play.
She's
What?
writing the bitch fist. Shut up.
yeah, they called her bitch face, right?
No,
They
her
call
vote
her
is the-
bitch
her
face.
vote is the
Fifth
bitch
is
fist.
the bitch fist.
Fist.
Bitch fist. Okay, that's not so
Yes.
bad. Okay, I thought he said bitch
Yeah.
face.
No,
Mm-mm.
fist.
No.
And actually, I've got this picture here. Let me see if I can share it. It's such a great picture. She's giving. What do they
She's
call it
amazing.
when you're
I
giving?
thought she did fantastic.
I love
It's the petty. You know, I
Go
don't know
home.
what you call them.
Go the fuck
Oh,
out.
when she looking at Lannister, like, bro, you thought I brought all my motherfucking people out here for you and
She's
your
like,
bullshit king?
Yeah,
What? How much
that
do
was
you weigh?
brilliant. That was actually like that was probably in the book,
I'm
right?
so happy to like not be doing the whole like social
Really
media
sure.
discourse thing. I talk about these shows now basically when I come on and talk with you guys. Because I had no idea there was a thing about people
Me neither,
complaining
and
about her,
in
and
it.
I'm like, what the fuck? Because she's amazing. I
Yeah,
love her.
I have to say, somebody said her costume was their favorite. I really love this costume, actually.
It looks good. And she's wearing it well.
Yeah.
It looks heavy.
people.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
tired.
People were complaining about her last season. Like, I think
Mhm.
what? Yeah, no, people were complaining about it. Like, there was a little bit like, why are you introducing this character in the last episode? And then they thought the character was too silly or whatever. Like, people just are.
You know what that sounds like to me?
Eat a sandwich.
What
Yeah.
it sounds like is, tell me you didn't read any of the source material without telling me you didn't
Mhm.
read any of the source material. Because
Exactly.
if you knew where those people were from and you knew the culture that surrounds them, you would not have batted an eye at all at being introduced to this
Actually, I
character.
think I do it this
No.
way. So we're.
I mean,
oh, there,
if
there we are.
anything,
We're
I'm
missing a
upset
person,
that
though.
we're
Oh,
not
what happened there? Okay,
more.
how about this? No. Oh,
Yeah, I was-
There it is. There it is.
I
Good
was
job.
so bummed when she died. I was
Yeah.
like,
Not me.
she was so awesome. I wanted
I
her.
wasn't.
I was like,
No,
girl, you need to be
she
blessed
had-
in the water.
she
with
had
Lake
to go.
Minnetonka. Bless her.
Mhm.
Get her out of
Wow.
We
She
would
was
have
murdering
watched
people.
another episode of her.
She actually brought, I have to say, one of the things, like, and I didn't get this when I watched it the first time, but when I went to rewatch, I know there's a little bit of humor in Dragonstone, but she really brought the humor to this episode. Like, it was very heavy. And like that scene where they pushed everybody off of the
Oh.
boat, like, I think it was, which Lannister
Rip.
was that?
Not
Ty-
Tywin.
Tywin, his brother, Jason?
Tylen.
Yes.
Tyland.
So-
Yes.
Jason
his heavy
was the one that
armor.
Roddy had.
Which I did
So
have
that-
I had to laugh about that because I was like, I have to look up if people actually wore plate armor when they're on a boat. I mean, I know the what do you call them?
Supposed to be the end for him?
I
mean, if he
don't
got it off
think
the-
so.
he
We
was-
didn't see him die,
if we-
so
if he got it
maybe
off,
He
he
didn't
not.
see a body.
He could have lived.
Yeah.
You know?
I was
He
gonna
might-
say
Yeah.
it's so hilariously unceremonious if that's
It
for
was,
him.
yes,
If-
but it was
If
pretty
Jamie
funny though.
Lannister,
I mean,
if Jamie Lannister can get tossed into what's supposed to be like boiling hot dragon fire,
Totally,
heated water
yeah.
in full plate armor and survive, I think he'll be all right.
Thanks, guys. Thailand, yes, because his brother did die though, for sure. We know
yeah,
because
that was his head.
his head was thrown.
Yeah,
yes.
Jason's gone.
Jason's gone. He was the douche anyway. I kind of like Thailand. He's kind of
Yeah,
He
Tyler
tried, you know.
Tyler was
I
just
kinda
in there
like him.
trying to fit his quota and get his check every month. You know,
Well,
He's
and
like,
I
he
wonder,
he was trying to
wonder how
survive.
many of Lohar's wives he actually was able to impregnate.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, if Lohar would have made it out this, like my first thought was,
Oh my
is she gonna go home and have one of his bastards now? And then
Yeah.
she gonna come cause trouble because she looks like one of them people that would come cause trouble after the kid is born.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we have pretty good consensus. Anything else you guys want to add about Lohar? This episode, she died.
I'm glad that baby cousin stepped up and was like, okay, I got beef with my dad, but that don't mean that you get to do shit to him. That's my job.
Yeah.
Now you gotta die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like I'm sad that we won't get more of her, but I'm not upset with the way she went. That
It
was
happened.
a pretty kick-ass fight.
I think
scene.
that's a very
Question.
fitting death for
Did you-
her.
Mhm.
Did you
It
guys
was.
watch any of the cast interviews that
No.
have been around?
No.
She did one, and she was like, with the fighting stuff, she had a blast learning the fighting. But when it came to the death scene, she said that they let her add whatever emotion she wanted to add at the end. And once he dunked her in the water and all that blood was washed off, and she was just like a regular woman, and that's how she wanted to play her death. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is a woman you were fighting, and now she's dead. And so she's like, it was just so much fun. I was like, girl, you put your back into that.
I
Did that.
also saw an interview
Well-
where she talked about how much like she watched every iteration of Moby Dick that's out there
wow.
because Corlys is her
Her nemesis,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
her foil.
yeah, and like, you know,
So she's
But-
got to come in like Captain Ahab.
it was so great. Like I thought the battle scene was so great because we had because even though it wasn't just like rah 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 boom explosion, like there was so much character depth,
Mhm.
like in like everybody who was like featured in that battle. But like and you know, I'm also such an Oakenfist fan.
Mhm.
That, you know,
Yeah.
like
I was-
seeing that happen and they're like talk beforehand. Oh,
I was going to say regarding Mink's comment here, we should get a T-shirt that says "A Lannister always pays his child support."
Yeah.
I mean, technically, that's
Mr.
true.
I doubt that. I think that
No, you're probably right. He probably doesn't.
but they don't do. That's why they're still rich.
Exactly.
No,
They're not paying their
just
child
wanna say
support.
What I loved about the way she played her death scene was it was like such a expression of surprise
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
her face.
Listen,
Like
she thought she could
just
do it.
did not
Well,
expect
did she
to
even
do
know
it.
who
Thought
Alan
she had
was?
that.
Did
No,
she even know
but
who Alan
yeah,
was?
It was an enemy fighter. That was
Yeah.
Well, but he yelled father.
Oh, that's true. He did. Yeah.
But I don't know if with the commotion that she could really hear.
Yeah, I don't know that she would have heard that
but,
from how
yeah.
far away they were, though.
Because I would have been mad as hell. I'd have been like, damn, fuck, his son got me.
Okay. Okay.
And,
speaking-
yeah.
I want to segue to Alan because there's this really great scene where he has the fire water with his dad in the cabin. And now I don't know, I don't recall in the books, but I kind of felt like Corlys could have at that point sort of decided to make the decision to legitimize him. But did you
Right.
guys feel that? But he
Right.
decided not to. Like he could have said something, or maybe maybe he had to run off, so we didn't have that chance.
Definitely making this whole thing like, oh wait, it's their relationship is very different in the books than it
Mhm.
is in the show. I mean, in the
That's
book,
hilarious.
can I like go ahead and talk about this? Are
Yes.
we like a book? All right. So in the books, they were initially passed off as being Laenor's bastards.
Mm.
Because I guess it made sense math.
They were younger in the books then.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
guess. Okay.
Yeah. Like, so they were, I don't know if they were like fully legitimized, but they weren't hidden. Like, you know, they don't have this kind of contentious relationship or like, but the books never like really went into it. It was just like they were known, but it was like he passed them off as Laenor's kid to hide it from Rhaenys because Rhaenys would have gone apeshit. So that's just like the quick, you know, but then at some point, like, you know, I guess like when everyone started dying off, like Corlys was pretty quick to like name them his heirs.
And that right there is the thing that pissed me off the most about it, because why are you waiting here literally at the final hour? Because y'all could both die here. At the final hour, you come and do this half-ass shit. Auntie Nisi told you what to do last season.
She did.
She told you they should have been around here. You had them starving. You talking about you always took care of them. How did you take care of them when they were on the street begging and starving? What the hell do you mean? So no, I would have been looking at him the exact same way baby cousin was looking at him, because but you got me fucked up.
Yeah.
You treated my mama like that. You treated me and my brother like that, and now you coming here with this shit. I don't fault him for any feeling he had.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, like, I don't fault him for any of his feelings. I think he's actually right on. But I do feel like, and I'm not saying Corlys is right with, like, how long he's taking to get there, but I did feel like in this episode, like, he's inching up towards it. He's just not moving fast enough, but I think he is trying to get there. And so...
Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't know. I really loved that scene between them. And it's just like... If they had just a couple more minutes in that scene, I feel like there was
the bells
a lot
were
more
ringing. Or...
that
By the way,
should
Mink was wondering what firewater tastes like. I was thinking it tastes like maybe like moonshine. I don't know what y'all think.
I feel like
Swish.
I feel like it would be more like Everclear than moonshine.
Or like, I mean, is it
All
like
death.
rum?
A rum base?
I hope not.
Well, I don't know.
Probably would be because of like the sea captain, like Morgan aspect of it. It could be potentially.
Yeah, it's imported from somewhere in Essos, if I'm remembering correctly.
Also, a name for whiskey as well.
And Alan probably has never. He may not have ever had a drink. Like
he was choking on that thing. I was like, rum that went down the crack of a dragon's ass and then back into the bottle.
Like I know y'all have never had Guyanese high wine, but you know what wine is supposed to taste like, or different forms of wine.
Sorry, Becks.
I don't know why this drink is called high wine, because it is straight up liquor. It's like worse than Everclear. It's good, don't get me wrong.
What's Everclear? Is that an American thing?
It is.
Yes, it is.
Gasoline.
Yeah, it's not allowed. It's not allowed over there.
Well, then maybe that's what a firewater is. Yeah.
So that's what me and my cousin's consensus was.
So
that
that's
he
what
sent
I
the
thought,
Raven
moonshine.
to Guyana, and somebody shipped him some high wine, and that's what they were drinking.
Yeah, because I had this friend in college, and her uncle used to make this stuff called Swish, which was basically like a barrel wash, and it was disgusting, and it would get you really drunk. But that's kind of what it was. It was like the type of thing you see in a movie when someone takes a drink of it and they spit it out. So she would tell me about that. They would make punch out of it.
It's that stuff that Cypher was making in the Matrix, and it was like, it cleans like all of the metal real good, and that gets you fucked up too.
Does all the things. It's multi-purpose.
You know what? I couldn't remember what it was reminding me of, and that's exactly it. Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, Alan he was very valiant and courageous. Like, and it was funny, I forgot he was in Raised by Wolves, and I was like, oh my God, he's father from Raised by Wolves. I still have yet
to watch that show, but I know the characters because everybody's talked about him so much.
It's weird because I forgot, because he's really bulked up in this role. Because in Raised by Wolves, he's wearing a unitard.
Oh,
and then the actress
he's very
who plays
slim.
And he's very slim. And then the actress who plays the one in the veil, she plays Mother. So it's funny they're both from
Oh, right.
House of the Dragon. Yeah.
Which one in the veil?
The lady.
The Lady of the Veil. Who's the Lady of the Veil?
Oh, Lady. Oh, interesting.
Lady Aaron, the one in the one in House of the Dragon, the one who sends
from last season.
From last season, yeah, she plays Mother. So it's funny that. But okay, so where should we go from here? I kind of want to talk about Damon. No, I want to talk about Aemond. Maybe do we want to talk about Aemond?
Ooh,
Allison?
I like the fact that he's maneuvering wild. He's like, oh, my brother's not here.
Oh,
Aegon's gone. Somebody hand me the stick.
Immediately
Yeah,
over
sadly.
to Orwell, the only
Lady Aaron,
the
thank
only
you.
Maesters that I mess with, and where's my brother? Clearly, he's not here, and you happen to know about it. You just woke this man up out his bed. Your Grace, can you please tell me what the supposed grievance I have committed is first?
Right, but the reason why
that was the Maester, right?
Yeah, because he secured passage for
Littlefoot.
Did he?
Allison, thank you.
So he's like, I want to make sure I'm being executed for the right thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's
Exactly.
the
He wasn't going to say
what's the charge?
Yeah,
I'm gonna deny that one.
Well, yeah, you absolutely need to know the charge first. Like, okay, you're smacking me around, but why though?
There's no judge
because he actually did something that would probably be treason.
Probably.
Well, I also feel like
Allison is treasonous too.
I feel like he knew anyways. He was just wanting to see if he was going to tell the truth. And somebody else was like, because I feel like Aemond knows more what's going on in that castle than Allison and anybody thinks because of the stuff that happens later on.
I'm sure he has a small spy network himself.
Because when Allison sent that note to Ormond, it was already open when he got it, which means somebody had to know to intercept it. And she gave it to Soren. And so from Soren to the dude who's covered in mud and it's open. So I'm thinking that Aemond knew that his mom was playing around at that point. Like I feel like he knows, like once he realized that his brother was gone,
I don't think he knew about Aegon.
He doesn't know exactly what it is, but he knows something.
And especially with his mom since she's not there. And I feel like he knows that she is trying to end it amicably.
Where were you, mother?
And she said, I was in the Kingswood. And he was
which is true. Was sort of
he was
true.
like, okay, that's
fair
possible.
enough.
Yeah,
but she also said, I don't have anything much to do. So he was like, we did snatch it all from you.
And that's what made him pause. It's like, right.
Yeah,
okay, you're right on that one.
Now, I have to ask you guys one thing. Remember I was complaining about the darkness of the episode because I'm blind and old. But I did look this up, and apparently it's true. That scene where he was sitting on the throne, it was very fuzzy. Did you guys find that? It was blurry.
No, it was definitely like a trick that they
did it multiple times during the episode.
Kind of a depth because even when
it's
Roddy
on purpose.
was coming up,
yeah,
like there was it was a stylistic.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, and when we were focusing on Rhaena with Chief Stealer, they did the same thing too, where it was like weird.
I have to say I didn't notice these things, but I'm usually at odds with people over the brightness darkness issues on these shows anyway. So don't.
Well, no, it was like I thought it was me because Gwyn. Sometimes I'm like I have stuff smeared on my glasses, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I looked it up, and people were saying, yeah, it was blurry. That's
I also. Disclaimer, which is going to sound like bragging, but I swear it's not. But I'm also watching on a, 4K Dolby Vision setup. So
you should be bragging. I'm watching on a crappy old Sony from like 10
so I
years
may
old.
not be seeing the exact same thing that other people are seeing.
Well, and also people have told me that, or my husband has told me that, like HBO, they compress the F out of the, So when you're watching it, sometimes it can be really compressed, and then so it doesn't look as sharp as it would be, say, if you were to rent it.
And when there's a lot of people watching it,
and a lot of people watching, so Eamon loves his filters, of course.
It's like massive downloads at one time.
Now, what I wanted, well, first off, like Allison, like we talked about this last season, she is the worst fucking mother in the world. Like, my God, like as a mom, I'm saying this, she is so awful. And okay, now I'm going to put my son on the throne, and then I'm going to usurp him, and and then I'm going to take my second son, and I'm going to throw him under the bus. So, what do you guys all think about Allison? And I can't remember if she's like this in the books. I don't even think there's this much time spent with her in the books, and they've added all this additional.
No, they've added all this.
There
I feel
is.
like she is. I get frustrated with her character, and I get frustrated with Rhaenyra because knowing how the Greens operate, I don't understand why she thinks that Allison would have a handle on anything when they purposely booted her out immediately after she pronounced Viserys dead and her son was the king. Like once they did that, they like got her off the council. She's standing instead of sitting, and now she's at the door, and now she's outside. Like she has no control over the situation over there. So why would you want to put your trust in what she's saying, knowing that they don't give a shit about her? Like I don't get that. And so the fact that she is still maneuvering like she has a handle on things, I'm like, man.
But the Queen Regent still is supposed to be
she's not the Queen Regent though.
Oh, she's not. You're right.
Nah.
She's the mother. Also, she's the mother of the king though.
But and also with that, if it was a normal situation, this is like they purposely excluded her out when they started doing fuck shit. And she hasn't been in since. So I'm just like, girl, you can't be trying to maneuver your kids when they don't give a shit about what you're saying. The only person who's listening to you is Helena, and even Helena is like, "What are you saying?"
And even Helena's sick of your ass now.
But you know what though? But Aegon did come to her at one point. Remember this sitting at the table when he knocked? I think he knocked the vase off, and he tried to talk to her, and she basically like slapped him, sort of thing, like figure, and said, "Snap out of it." Like he did
nothing.
Yeah, and she's a demonstrably, if I can say that word properly,
that's the question of the year.
Where's mother? Yeah, she's absolutely horrid, and I kind of like don't. It's funny. I was thinking about her going from Laris to. Yeah, she's like going from the foot fetish to the mommy Oedipus complex, issues. It's just like the whole thing is just all kinds of effed up.
That was one of my favorite
go to your room, fandom.
That was my favorite.
What did he say? It was something about Cersei.
Thing.
Well, he loves Cersei. Okay.
But yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Cersei is my favorite. Cersei is one of my top favorite characters in all games.
I love her as a character, but I also acknowledge that she's dumb.
and Tywin told her that to her face. You are not as smart as you think.
You're not as smart as you are.
Yes.
No, I was just gonna say but Allison, the information she's offering is things that she believes are already in motion. She doesn't know that there's a bunch of shit that's about to screw up.
Why would she think that she would know that when they're purposely keeping her out? She went to the Godswood and floated in some lakes. She had a spa day. In the middle of she had a spa day.
And you want people to feel sorry.
I think both Allison and Rhaenyra are operating from a position at this point of desperation.
And like to try to cling on to a friendship and something like they don't want it to get any worse. But I'm like, honey, at this point, the boys are already riled up. There's nothing you can do. There's no go to your room that's going to suffice to stop this from happening.
Right. We're way past.
I was just frustrated with Allison thinking that she had a handle on everything. She got back like, yeah, I did everything great. And he's sitting on the throne and she's like, what's happening?
And once she found that out, still not one mystery raven or anything was sent to say, hey, Rhaenyra boo, okay, like I know what we had just said, but this motherfucker over here tripping again, and it's probably not going to go the way we wanted it to, so maybe just wait.
I also thought about that, but wouldn't it be dangerous for her to like try to send a raven to Dragonstone?
Yeah.
She sent a messenger though too.
She snuck off for how many days? Multiple times. She could have got there.
Think about it. That was before Aemon was fully in charge. Now he's in charge and everybody reports to him. So I think that's the biggest problem. And I think a raven wouldn't make it. And at this point, the messages aren't making it either. He's allowing them to get out at this point because people are scared of his ass. They're scared. Okay.
I think she's still trying. I think she's still stuck in the place of she thinks she can still maneuver things according to the plan that she set up with Rhaenyra. She's wrong. But I think that's
highly wrong.
You can do, yeah.
Yeah, like I haven't been. I've been trying not to watch like behind the scenes, like reveals. But I did see something that where Aemond, the actor, I think, indicated that he is kind of onto her. He knows she's manipulating him, so he's not completely like, because I think he's pretty intelligent. He's not an idiot. I think
No,
if
it's
anyone's an idiot, it's probably Aegon who's the idiot.
Yes.
I think Aemon's
Why
pretty
call her
intelligent.
out when he can do creepy smooches?
Yeah.
But he's so desperate for like that
Affection.
mother's
That
love
type of
Yeah.
recognition.
that
Yeah.
even though he's smart enough to know that she's manipulating him, like he also still
But he still wants that approval. Yeah.
But yeah, her
It's
face during that,
low-key,
beautiful.
Oh my
the
god!
faces
Like
of the
whatever you
pink
think
thread
of
again.
Allison's, Olivia Cook is just killing
That
it.
and
Oh,
her
look,
face.
I told everybody from Jump Street Olivia Cook was gonna kill this fucking role, bro.
Her face
she
of
did.
oh my god, I can't stop this. If I stop
Right,
this,
but
it's gonna look-
she knew if she stopped it, he absolutely would have stabbed her dead right there. It would have been some fuck shit going on. So no, she had no choice but to just sit there and let that happen.
Yeah, like-
that smile. She's like, oh, that was sweet.
I'm going to throw a feast in your honor. Oh, thanks, honey.
It's like, oh, that's so sweet of you. Now get the fuck away from me. I need to go douse myself in some Purell. And hold up real quick. I always got to stop the show when family comes through. My big cousin is in the chat. What's good, fun? And you already know, cousin, any episodes you want, just hit me up if you want to come through.
But so that is the one thing I have to say, like, that was so, like, why do they have to keep going to that well? Like, I mean, that's like the only thing that felt like kind of lazy.
Yeah.
I feel like they're trying to.
And Ulf taking a shit.
They like shits in Game of Thrones.
They really do.
Ice of Song and Fire love shit
and farts. Yeah,
that's.
I think it's they're trying to paint Aemon right now as one of the mad Targaryens that they claim are so many because the gods flip a coin and sometimes they're crazy, sometimes they're not.
Sure.
But there's really not that many crazy Targaryens.
I feel like they could have like had him go in for a hug and be like, I'm so
just
so
hold
happy,
a little tight,
just
right?
weird. Like
I'm
so
Ned
happy,
Ryerson,
mommy.
Like why did it have to be a kiss?
Like make it like a kid, like I'm getting your approval. Like,
It was so wonderfully
like
awkward.
Oh god. It was.
I don't know. I there's a part of that that's fun to watch as a viewer because it's so it's so awkward.
Can you guys hear the music?
Yeah. What is it?
A little bit.
It's my neighborhood.
Oh.
I was gonna say, for the love of both me and Heidi, please.
It's a flute,
mute,
isn't it?
It doesn't matter. Somebody will claim it. Somebody will try to claim it.
Well, anyway, speaking, and we were talking about Aemond, and then we had Aegon. That scene was actually kind of funny. The scene where they get stopped on the King's Road.
Yeah. Laris and him.
And Laris didn't bring any milk of the poppy, so he's probably in terrible pain.
This is one of my gripes. Aegon, you stupid fucking little green boy. You are in this situation and you got the nerve to ask this man for some milk of the poppy. You barely had enough time to get your cloak on right before you had to get the fuck out the red.
Well, here's the thing. He still could have brought it. He just didn't because he didn't want him on it.
Well, yeah, because he needs to have a clear head right now.
Laris knew the plan. He knew what he was going to do.
Yep.
Aegon should have fucking read the room correctly, bro. You can't swallow your damn bullshit for just 2 seconds and say the rightful queen, hail, bend the knee, and then go about your merry way and live. I can't even really be mad at Laris for what he did. I don't know exactly what his plan is or where he's going with this, but I can't. It was the right move to make because Aegon was about to get them killed.
Well, he saved his life. He saved his life.
And now they have a bargaining chip that's not him, and it gets him out of the way of the bargaining chip as well because they don't want him, so he could just sneak out the back if they're not paying attention.
And for real, if that man was smart though, still, I would have said you should have took both their heads off. Now you don't need to take them to Dragonstone. Send Aegon's head. Rhaenyra will notice it. That's enough said right there.
I don't think she would appreciate that because once again, another man is doing something that she wanted to do herself.
And the guys who stopped her, were they Rook's Rest from the Rook's Rest?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, it's dished up by the Maesters.
I have property; it's mine.
But he could have gone in there and got some stuff from Orwell if he really wanted to.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Not to go
Aegon is
back.
too proud. Yeah.
A Togo
Yeah,
pack.
Well,
like,
he thinks it's his divine right. Like,
Mhm.
you know.
there's no way in which I wouldn't have, like, I would have had issues with like swallowing the writing of that if he had actually done it, because there's no way Aegon bends the knee,
Which is why he's stupid, because not, bro. If Lars had not said what he said, his head would have been off immediately.
Mhm.
That's the only thing that saved them. No, I think that's stupid. He should have absolutely just read the room. He could have got out of there. And now you got to worry about how you're going to escape before they actually get you to Dragonstone.
The next thing I wanted to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, about are the actually it was who played Gawain. The scene with Gawain and Krispy Kreme. That was a really great scene. That was actually one of my favorite scenes in the episode. Yes. So he comes across a woman being sexually assaulted in the tent by one of their men, and then he confronts. So what did you think of that whole encounter there?
Fuck you, Gwyn. What the hell is his damn name again?
Gwyn?
Gawain?
Gwyn? Yeah. Fuck you, bro. You're just as much as a bitch this season as you were last season. You don't get to come over here and complain about some shit when you literally could have went over there and stopped it, but you didn't because you're a pussy.
Well, but I
think it was done.
But I also,
you came in after the fact, like,
yeah, and also I like there is something like he was right. Like he's like, I'm not the Lord Commander. You know, like it's going to be so much more. But Crispy is just like he's done. He's done, and you know, like.
Yeah, because they're still sitting there after the battle. Like it hasn't been that long, right? They're just sort of
it hasn't
cleaning up.
He was done after he screamed, "Release the dragons!"
Yeah,
and then he saw what the dragons did, and he was like, "Oh, that's why
capture the dragons.
Want to do that?
You can't unrelease the dragons."
Sunny is
hold
hilarious.
on, we need to rethink this.
Yeah, Sunny says Aegon could have crossed his fingers like behind his back. I'm lying.
Not cross his fingers. You could have crossed his toes.
You guys are so funny.
Could he have? Does he have enough fingers unburnt?
And also, there's a lot of green hate in this chat. He's king because his mom is an idiot and his grandfather was a dipstick.
Because fuck them. Yes.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it in the first place.
You guys are all a bunch of green haters in here.
Well, listen, he didn't want to do it in the first place, and they talked him into doing it because they wanted it, and they didn't prepare him for it. So how do you want somebody to do something you didn't prepare them for? And when they get up there, they fuck up because they're not prepared for it. And you're like, I thought you would be better. Like how? Through osmosis? Like you didn't teach him.
And we said that when we talked about it.
But he said, but we're all knights. It was funny because it kind of reminded me of a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, right? When you're a knight, you're supposed to be a knight. You're supposed to do knightly things, and one of them isn't like you don't, rape women. That's not knightly.
Well, that's just right. His mother did plan on controlling him the entire time, but she didn't. I don't understand why she don't be thinking about everybody else. She was so excited to be the Rhaenyra and the Greens, forgetting that she's in Trad Wife Central. Like, girl, get out!
Say that shit again. Get out!
Say that shit again. As to why you're in the room with us in this important meeting and we don't have snacks. I'm hungry. We have
what is your purpose? Like, ain't you supposed to be the cupbearer?
Not even that.
Yeah.
Like,
Tamara says Crispy don't care about anything. He said, "Fudge both those bitches, and I'll take everything from them."
He said fuck everything. He is not at all in this fight no more. He fully realized, and this is his quiet rebellion to himself, because he knew he was wrong from the very first fucking misstep he made. And now everything has just compounded, that he's doubled down so many times. He does not have anywhere else to go. So he has to just sit there and eat that shame quietly.
See, Kristen is why I actually like Gwyn so much.
I like Gwyn.
Because he's so just had it with this guy, and he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And so I just feel like next to Kristen, I can't help but love Gwyn, because
totally
he's always
agreed.
Just taking him to task.
I feel bad because he's like with the wrong person. Like, sir, he's going to get you killed because he don't care.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Like,
know how else
stop trying to cozy up to this man. Stop trying to talk some kind of sense to him. Like, you would be
Well-
better off hitching your horse to a different wagon.
Or,
Heidi,
like, taking over.
I just wanted to call out that what you just had up. The only green I respect is Green Ranger Tommy Forever.
That's Damaris, 100%.
Just want to say I grew up fucking like absolutely loving Tommy, and I
Bro.
will say now that I know that I'm not only non-binary but not entirely straight, I'm like there was something else going on with me and Tommy.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Tommy.
You got to
You
touch
will
his hair.
forever be missed, bro.
It was such
Bro,
a hood
you got to
experience.
touch his hair.
The Power Rangers came to Metro Parks in Columbia, South Carolina when I was a kid.
No way.
And of course, a
Bruh.
bunch of black kids around white hair. Can we touch it?
Big.
Yeah.
He was like, sure. We
And
were like,
can I also just like to point out that we always ask permission first before touching people's hair. Just saying, public
Yeah.
service announcement.
I'm always going to be gutted because I was supposed to go to a convention a year before he
passed,
died,
yeah.
where he was going to be there, and I unfortunately wasn't able to make it, and I'm always going to regret that because he was my hero growing up, and I will
Such a
say
great
that,
character.
like, yeah, he and I now understand that he and Kimberly were like my bi-panic experience.
The
And
only Pink Ranger that matters in my book.
yeah,
Mm.
and
I was
so I have gotten to meet Amy Jo Johnson, and I'm actually going to get to see her again later this year at a convention I'm going to. I will always regret that I didn't get to meet him. Yeah.
I was going to say it was interesting about Cole painting his sigil. I mean, technically he's a Kingsguard, so he should be like he last season he was wearing his Kingsguard uniform, and then Gwyn is in House Green because he's he is a high tower. So the high towers were green, but that is interesting about Cole painting his house sigil on his shield because maybe he's like, "Fuck you guys, I'm doing my I'm gonna."
Do my own thing over
I
here.
do my own thing.
And he doesn't even really have a house.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where did this suspect sigil even come from, bruh?
I mean,
He wore
You have a
he
knighthood.
wore
That's it.
he used that shield in the original tourney in season 1.
right. But like Cole isn't like a house. But even like
Yeah.
all the Kingsguard, like who do come from like noble houses, like still, have
They can have I know Littlefinger created his own sigil because he didn't have a sigil, so he came up with I think it was the mockingbird. Crispy Bob Ross. Okay.
Nah, don't
I'm
you
just ready
sully
to
Bob Ross's memory with
No
that
kidding.
name attached to his. You cut that out.
Should we talk about the other high tower scene?
Sure.
The one with our Luna Lovegood, Helena. Yes, please go ahead, kick it off.
Well, wait, with Helena.
Yeah.
She said something to her mother about Aemon being scared, but you were talking about Ormond.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Well, yeah.
Oh,
or-
which one do you want to talk about?
like
go ahead.
the-
Yeah, go
like
ahead.
when they came with the letter.
Mhm.
Yes.
I can't remember
Right.
the high towers' names.
That's
Yeah.
Ormond. It took me forever to remember it, but now I
Ormond.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's
Ormond.
So
that actor is actually in I think it's House of Guinness.
Oh,
The actor who plays Ormond. He's kind of a hottie, by the way. I was
I
like,
can't tell. Not right now. He's green. Not right now.
he's kind of a hottie,
Not
I
right
think.
like so.
I got a picture of him
So
here.
are we all in agreement that the squire behind him was Darren?
Yes.
Yes.
He low-key looks just like Gwyn. That's what like threw me off for a little bit.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
too. And then I was like, oh wait, but
So yeah, that's got to be.
I said they put him in that fuck ass wig to try and hide his hair, or they either dyed his hair or put him in a fuck ass wig.
Well, no, I
immediately
think-
picked it.
Is he a
think
brunette
in
though
the-
in the book, or do we know?
I think in the book he's
I think he has the regular Targaryen hair.
hair. I thought it
But-
was white
Okay.
as well.
But I do know, like, there's like
Have a
a
picture of
big
him?
theory out there that he's actually
Crispy son.
Crispy son, even though like
Oh,
I would
Wait.
love for that to be the truth.
Allison
I
is
actually-
so dead set that, like, you know, her and Crispy's affair happened after
I don't believe
Ferris
that.
died. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. There's just something like
Mhm.
she doesn't waver from it, and we don't have enough. But it's also at the same time, if he does have the high tower features,
Oops.
like the hair and whatnot,
Mhm.
like if she's sitting there like screaming and bitching and moaning about Rhaenyra's
Rhaenyra's bastards. That's why she has to stick to that.
or
Well,
and
that's
then
also-
why she sent him away.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
And why she
exactly.
sent them away. Yeah.
I don't think he has her hair. She's more like auburn. I think that kid was
That
like
was
brunette.
like kind of Auburn.
Was it?
I also
I don't have a picture of it.
Yeah.
I need to
hold on.
I need to
thought it was
interject
more
real
brunette.
quick because the person I was paying attention into the scene was actually Brasso
not
from
him.
Andor.
Yeah, everybody kept saying that.
Oh.
The guy
See, I
next
didn't watch-
to
I didn't-
Ormond.
I didn't watch Andor yet.
Where am I? At
What?
here?
Oh my god, you must
I know.
watch it.
I know.
Sorry, I only have this like tiny little picture of. I don't know why. Maybe they purposely didn't.
Well,
I'm trying to
Have
pull up
pictures.
Fusion.
mine.
Fusion Forever 900. Exactly. Like, he wouldn't have been a dragon rider if he's a high tower and crispy.
Oh,
Are
that
you
is true.
sure?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because there's no dragon blood. If
Mm.
Allison is not.
Haven't the Hightowers previously married into House Targaryen in the histories at all?
Probably not enough for it to be.
On a dragon.
Yeah, latent traits, you don't know.
Nah,
that.
that's
I
too
mean,
much.
like, who was the
Nah.
Kingsguard in season 2 that they try to put on a dragon?
And he got smudged.
Oh, yeah. That
And, like,
poor guy.
The Kingsguard in season 2.
That poor
Huh?
guy.
Like, the first time they're like, oh, maybe we'll put somebody who's distantly related, and he got cooked, but then they went to like the dragon seeds.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of those guys, do you want to talk a bit about them, like Ulf and
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Adam?
I feel like the change they're making here is to completely disrupt what the canon was. So at least thus far is like, no, they were absolutely just some random turncoats, and they betrayed Rhaenyra. Here they're spinning it to where they didn't actually just outright turn on her, but a thing that the plan that they were involved in did not go the way it was. And honestly, I don't understand why did they have to debate so hard and not just go back to Dragonstone and report what did not happen. They probably she probably could have sent you like right to the gullet, and then a couple other things would have been able to not happen the way they did.
Well, and they don't know she's locked up in her chamber either,
Yeah.
right?
That too,
And-
and that
Yeah.
would
also,
take that out immediately.
I mean,
Well,
and
and
I
I
don't-
think they're new to the whole thing, so it's
yeah,
like
I don't think they would have been a help in the gullet.
No, they wouldn't be experienced enough. Well, look what happened there.
Although she sent them to like take down Vagar.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, I think they've bonded with their dragons enough.
Yeah,
at this
It's
point
not
to
about
where
the
they
bonding, it's about the
could-
skill. It's about the skill of it. I don't think they have the skill to do it.
Although,
They
I mean,
would-
to be fair, like
They would
those
know not to attack
dragons
each other's
have-
dragons, though.
Well, wait.
Would they?
I mean, some of those
Oh,
dragons.
their
actually-
dragons? Yeah.
You think Raina was like, fuck these dragons, get everybody?
No, not
That's what I mean,
not
so-
Rhaena.
That's what
I
I
know,
mean.
but-
So if you're saying
Okay,
that,
but they're not just now 5 minutes ago have bonded
True,
with these dragons
but
and
they
gone
also
into battle.
just now 2 weeks ago bonded with the dragon and been sitting.
Yeah,
Still longer
still-
than her.
Yeah.
This is the closest I could.
And,
Has it been-
and
has it
also
been
all
a
of those dragons were in the dragon pit together, so they already know each other.
Has
Well,
it been a couple of
and
weeks?
also,
Do you
like,
think?
some of them have actually been in a battle before? Where Sheep Stealer, like, we're not entirely 100%
free falling.
like
Yeah.
know what.
Oh my
although
God.
I think it's probably safe to say he was at some point with all the other dragons before he said "fuck this"?
Sheep
He
stealer.
knew some Valerian.
Yeah, I was wondering about the Valyrian because he understood Valyrian.
I mean,
I feel like that's one of those innate things that the dragons can.
Or-
just
You think
do.
so?
I mean,
Yeah.
or I mean, like, was like there a clutch of eggs that were hatched outside of like whatever dragon pit, for lack of a better term, like probably was a dragon that was born in the compound, and then
Maybe.
and like didn't. I don't know, but. I mean, but
I would need
we
more
just-
background
we
information
don't
on-
have
on
enough.
sheep
I mean,
stealer.
like we don't. It doesn't sound like sheep stealer from any of the histories that we have was ever in a battle.
I'm gonna show
Yeah,
you.
not
soon.
in a
So-
battle, not raised around Targaryens, none of that.
Yeah.
So, to
you
me, it makes
Aw.
sense that he would just come in there randomly seeing a fight and somebody shot at him, or
And-
he
and,
thought
like,
somebody
does
shot at him and he
not-
just went off.
Does not know the difference between friend and foe.
Friend and foe.
Yeah.
Exactly. Their dragons, they already know each other though. That's why I don't think they would just off the cuff attack each other like that.
And also, like, you're gonna get me all pissed off again about like Daenerys.
Bullshit
being-
night.
Like.
Well, I mean, Danny
Like,
raised
Daenerys,
her dragons
who
as
didn't even,
babies.
have a fucking saddle, was
Yeah.
able to control like 3 dragons like
Yeah.
right away without any training. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
The trash.
I actually think Sheep Stealer is kind of a little cutie though. I don't usually
He's a
kind of,
damn menace.
He's
no,
very
I know,
bubble
but-
gum. It's
but
very
he's been on his own. He hasn't had like the dragon keepers to feed him. He's all on his own. And look, he brought her a meal.
that was cute.
That
That
was
was very
really
cute.
cute.
It was. First of all, Raina, you interrupted this man while
Exactly.
he was having his dinner, okay? And then he
Yes.
gave you a little shot and auditioned you, and you may, I guess you kind of passed
Auditioned
enough.
you.
But then lands and you don't even stick the landing. You bounce and
No.
roll off the damn wing. And
Yeah.
he's looking at you immediately and can tell, you know what, Human, you need food. And I didn't get to finish my dinner because your ass came over here blustering and bumbling like the child you are. So here, even seared it to a nice little medium for her so she
Mhm.
could enjoy.
Was
And
steaming.
that was basically it.
like she was the baby bird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feed you now. You mine.
Exactly. Like
You my
here,
baby.
okay, you're gonna do what I say because obviously you've been having a hard time out here. So just
Like, it's not
come
that
with
bad.
me, little Human,
Yeah.
and I'll make sure we're okay. And the first damn
Agreed,
thing you do is
Persephone.
just go right into the fucking battle without even trying to say a little something to him about it first. And the one of the first things he does, and once he gets confused, he was okay for about 2 seconds, but then he started going off the cuff and started going after Bela, and immediately Rhaena knew the mistake. I'm like, well, yeah, you shouldn't have went there. Maybe you should have went to Dragonstone.
It wasn't
first.
him going off the cuff. He got hit. He was like, "Who the fuck?"
He got hit right, and he just started
Very
going
much
after
Cowboy.
everyone. That's the
Very
thing.
much.
That is see, and
I'm not
this is
call
why. Look, it gives me a Twilight reference. I don't know why,
Mhm.
but this is why you don't make babies into vampires. Mortal children, they can't learn shit. You brought this child dragon in here too soon. He's grown, but he's still a child. It's kind of like what's my boy's name from the Goonies? Chunks homie. I forget what his name is. Sloth.
Yeah.
That was it. He's big, strong dude, and Sheep Steel's got that fire. He been out there battling his own battles in the Vale, from the look of it, because he looks tore the fuck up. But that don't mean that he was ready for this.
No,
okay,
definitely not.
he's not a team player right now. He's been solo for far too long. Here,
It was a
your
mistake.
5-minute ride, it
I
was
can't-
not the tea.
I can't wait to see how she deals with this because it's going to be heavy on her.
Bro,
Oh my
she's
God.
well, heavy on her, but also if the
200%
next
her fault.
episode does not show
It will not.
Bela going and kicking her in the teeth,
Not.
I'm gonna be upset, and I'm
It
mad.
will not.
Because
she's trying to-
I know you're right. I know you're right. Bela's not going to do that to her sister. She's been
No.
far too intelligent in her moves
Yeah.
this far. But I still want to see it happen.
but this is also where like the Nettles Rhaena
Yeah.
story is going to intersect, like, because I think
I really don't like it.
Rhaenyra is going to be like, because Rhaenyra had like that thing about Nettles, like thinking.
Oh yeah.
And I also think it's going to be like where the Nettles Daemon story intersects, but it's like you know, gonna
well,
be
yeah. So Daemon,
father,
so
daughter.
possibly, yeah, Daemon will be protective of her. I'm assuming.
That's
And
what I
then
think it's
Rhaenyra will
gonna
be furious with her because of Jace, and her sister might be mad, but like you say, won't like.
Yeah,
because it's her sister and she loves her.
And also, she might feel like Baela's definitely going to feel like it's her fault too, because they shouldn't have been out there and they went together.
Yeah.
And I do feel like Daemon is going to be proud of her because not only did she get a dragon, she got a fucking wild ass dragon. A wild ass dragon have been whispering about for a very long time. And he's
that's
like,
right. I think Daemon will be proud of her. But I have to say though, I mean, what Baela and Jace did was technically treason. Like some people were asking what's going to happen with the Kingsguard.
The Kingsguard should die.
I wouldn't say Baela committed treason there. Baela was not for that shit. Jace
she went along for the ride,
own.
But Jace definitely did in the
to try to make sure he didn't die.
Honestly, I don't think. I think the pain of losing Jace is going to be like so bad. Like maybe Baela's gonna like kind of like I'm gonna
go over here.
You're clear of you.
No, Baela's gonna need to go more, but also the last
her ire is going to be to Rhaena.
Yeah, the last thing that Rhaenyra said to him is, you know, what if you go out there and it's a trap and you die? It's like, well, then you'll finally be king. Basically, a frustrated mom whose young teen son has been in his feels and in his emo face mode for way too long while we're trying to get shit done. Well, damn it, okay, fine, then you'll be king, obviously, because you need another title to feel relevant when you're relevant already. And that's gonna eat her up alive. That's the last thing she said to him. But even while she was still pissed that he locked her in her room, because Jace, how very fucking dare you?
I mean, is what it is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Someone was saying if it was Danny would have been like busting out of there.
Danny would
have already been in the air.
Yeah, it's like she gave up. She just took it all out on that one dress.
Well, she couldn't really get out. So.
Where was
she? Couldn't do.
How was she going to get out?
Right, she couldn't do anything else. That's the only way to vent her frustration.
She has to do the
break that door open
to her dragon, and then her dragon would come and bust her out, or whatever her polish is.
You know what? I will say I am surprised Cyrax did not like immediately come up to a window or something, because they can't feel each other's emotions. So Cyrax, where the fuck was you at, girl?
Hashtag where was Cyrax?
Where was you at?
Yeah,
everybody was missing.
I was thinking that.
Hello to April May. I don't remember if I've seen your name before, but welcome. I'm glad you guys were. And thank you to everyone that's in our chats.
Yes,
love y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they had to put that scene in there so they can have that Queen Elizabeth quote.
By the way, I have one thing that really pissed me off in that scene when she says, I'm going to go get in my riding leathers. And then she immediately didn't put on riding leathers. She just put on another outfit. I was like, I mean, it wasn't leather as far as I could tell. And then it was funny because I was watching Pete Peppers and he was saying she was tearing up her riding leathers. Like, no, that was another gown as well.
Yeah, that was different.
So I was like, yeah, so
like,
anyway,
I need these
that was my little thing. If I see a
Mm-hmm.
picture of it, maybe I'll look at it and maybe it is possibly made of leather, but it didn't look like it was leather. That's just my little costume annoyance.
All I know is that that Kingsguard is fucked.
Oh, I know that poor guy. He was put in a bad spot though.
Yeah.
No, bullshit. Because first of all, that's the crown prince, but he's not on the throne yet. So the fact that you went along with that shit is dumb. But also, why, when he walked away and left the castle, did you not immediately unlock the fucking door? That is the queen. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes, it's true.
I would have done that as well.
Her in riding leather.
So right now, you put yourself on the chopping block. Rhaenyra would not have said anything to you if you would have let her out that room, but you didn't. So now you're fucked. You got to pay for that.
Yeah, Rhaenyra's not going to do it, but I can tell you who will do it.
We know who will.
Daemon.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Well, she gave that whole speech about, not being respected by men and, that whole thing. But someone was saying, I think it was on Reddit, that Elizabeth I kind of experienced that type of thing. And I'm like, but Elizabeth I didn't have a dragon. You know what I mean?
Right?
That's like a nuclear bomb.
I'm going to be outside with my dragon.
A nuclear bomb
I would have
that
come
you
up
can
with some kind of
control
whistle
and
for my
detonate
dragon.
multiple times.
Yeah, it was totally treason.
But see, that's the thing. They didn't need whistles though. They're dragons. They're
yeah.
What would be the right word for that? Kind of like a symbiosis.
Yeah,
a little bit.
A symbiotic relationship.
Like Cyrax should have immediately pulled up.
Yeah. But
like how many times did we see
Ryan Condal didn't think about
Caraxes? How many times did we see Caraxes just pop off the cliff when somebody was talking shit to Damon on that bridge? Every time Caraxes came out, like, oh, you motherfuckers over here talking shit again. Where was Cyrax? Cyrax, you used to be on point, girl. We was rooting for you. What happened?
Hashtag.
Guys, what I was saying is she said she was going to put on her riding leathers, and what I was saying is it wasn't actually leather. That's what my comment was.
She just put on regular clothes.
She just put on a regular outfit.
Clothes, yeah.
So it was in the text, and I'm like, oh, a costume comment, and then it didn't end up panning out. So that was, but also because there were no new clothes this episode. It was all like everything from last season, which is, always really disappointing for a costume channel.
You don't take orders from your boss's son.
No kidding. Well, and he's almost like now. I don't even know if he's old enough to drink. He's like a little baby boy.
In their world, he probably is. Don't they like be drinking wine and meat and whatnot at like 13, 14? At 5, right? Because it's safer than water.
It goes milk, water, wine.
Yeah. I'm glad for Cyrax. He was having a spa day.
Take a nap. Maybe with a nap.
Right. But since we're into that though, can we get actually to the whole Jace situation? Because baby boy, look, we've been rooting for you this whole time. R.I.P. But literally, I knew it was coming. Like, and if y'all watch the watch along with me and Daphne mostly doing the commentary, we saw. I one of the things I said first off the rip is Jace is gonna die this season. I didn't think it was gonna be this soon or in this context. Because I understood why they put it in once it happened, but in this context, like, boy, you literally just made yourself look so fucking inept though in doing this shit, because you managed to get yourself snagged once. Thank the gods that Bayla was there and she got you out that first one. Why did you not immediately try to properly regroup or just go home? Because you weren't even supposed to fucking be there in the first place. Just like you was yelling that no, it can't be your mom, you can't go. It shouldn't have been the crown prince out there in this situation either.
I think the problem is that he's also was not trained. The only people who were trained were Bayla. Bayla was trained.
Right. Bayla knew what she was doing. And you can always tell that Bayla knows what she was doing because, again, daughter of Daemon Targaryen. He was about that life. But Jace, baby, you were way too emotional in this shit and trying to prove yourself, and you got yourself got, bro. And just for a hot second, we were saying, yo, why didn't you just unhook from your fucking harness, bro? He did it way too late, because then the minute his head popped up, I said, oh, look at you just waiting to accept some arrows. And then not 2 seconds later, whoop, 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 arrows. Now you're dead. Well, how's that legacy looking for you now, Jace?
That's what it's supposed to be.
Are you happy with this?
When he was telling his dragon to calm himself, I'm like, dude, he's been what do they call it, harpooned, and he's got like an anchor.
Motherfucker, you calm yourself, Jace. You were out here because you were the one that couldn't be calm.
Bex, you were gonna say something?
Jace card, you guys are hilarious.
You said you were gonna say something about the dragon
Bex
situation.
Was gonna say something.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Bex, my bad.
No, you're good. There's a little bit like even if we take the sheep stealer situation out of it, like, everything kind of was under control. But I guess, like, the one thing I'll push back, like, where he's like the crown prince, like, she still has like 3 other sons.
3 other spares.
Think about, like, if Rhaenyra had gone out and died. War's over.
War's over.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that's like, but it's one thing I don't love about the show is that they're constantly going to that well, like that no one believes in her because she's a woman. Although, like, I mean, to be fair, it's
and
like,
we know that's not true.
Yeah, we know that's not true. Like, I wonder, I was thinking about it, it's like, had it been her decision to let Jace go instead of her, like, would that actually, I mean, like, let's see, like, what's coming up, but we know she's going to full lip, and she is, like, whatever happened with, oh God, the first one.
Yeah. When she I remember she's at the table and she's at the fireplace and she turns around.
Lucerys. Yeah.
And she turns around. I think Damon tells her, and the look on her face.
Yeah. And where, like, I just wonder, like, there's some things that I wish the show would kind of like push past a little bit, where it's just like, oh, none of them like her because she's a woman. And it's like, where, the bigger thing was, it's like, you're dealing with the enemy for very little. Like, it's trap. It's totally a trap. And like, they're still reeling from Rook's Rust. It's trap. And so, I mean, he shouldn't have gone about it that way, but I don't think Jace going instead of Rhaenyra was the wrong idea.
Exactly. That's what I think too. Like at this point, like I told her in the podcast yesterday, it was a lose-lose situation. Yeah. If she died, the war was over. Jace dies, she loses a son, and like her confidence and
her best
is
heir
shaken. It's gonna be like it's a problem because she loves her kids so thoroughly, more than Allison does, that this is gonna put her down in the bed. Before she is mad, she's gonna be extremely distraught. And then she's gonna come up out of that with Damon's help, and then she's gonna be like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck really happened?
And Damon, why the fuck were you not there? How long is it taking you to march from Harrenhal, bro? It don't take this long.
Well, he wasn't planning on, I thought he was there to fight. Like, he wasn't coming back without sending word, right? And the word was being sent as the shenanigans were happening.
Yeah, the gullet like happened where like sending word to him was so he can come and so they can take King's Landing.
Yeah. So
but also like I'm like not trusting.
I did forget they was at that battle. You're right.
Yeah.
I do want to like I understand like where you're coming from, but I want to push back a little bit on the idea that they're just falling back on this idea of like people not having faith in her because she's a woman. I feel like that's the world. It's true to the world. So that's being depicted. I mean, it's not something we like to see, but it is unfortunately the reality. Just like we see in our world. So like, I think that this is going to be a kind of last straw for her, and she's going to deal with things a bit differently, which is, I think, is why like the symbolism of her tearing up the dress, and I'm looking forward to seeing how she deals with that. But I don't know. I don't see it in the same way, because I mean, the show starts off with the fact that they give the throne to a man when it rightfully should have gone to a woman. That this is the world, and this is the way the patriarchy is. It's such a big part of this world. So I don't know. It doesn't ring to me like something they keep going back to from a laziness perspective. I think it's part and parcel with the world that they're depicting, and
sure.
And so I don't know. It works for me. I don't think that's the writers making a statement that Rhaenyra can't that women can't be strong or anything. I think they're making the point that the men in this world unfortunately suck.
Right. And, I mean, I never said at
know
that.
Oh no, I know you didn't. I'm sort of conflating both what you're saying, and I saw a comment in the chat. I'm sorry, I should have said that.
Fair,
but
fair.
but like I don't know. I just think that is a part of this world, and the fact that it keeps happening is for me not a deficiency in the writing. It's showing what Rhaenyra unfortunately is up against, you know, in trying to become ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. And I feel like this is a turning point because this has now resulted in the death of her son, and I'm really looking forward to seeing like how she moves forward from this point on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I actually, what Fusion Forever here says, I totally agree with, because I was thinking about this. Let's say if this wasn't a monarchy, and we had like just a democracy, the Targaryens would just be able to take what they wanted because they have this power.
Mhm.
I don't know that we would have a patriarchy if women actually had dragons, like in historically speaking. So that's why when people compare it to real life situations, because you could just take it, but because she is duty bound, right? She has to follow the duty and that is handed down to her under this type of rule. Like in Canada, we have a constitution, and and you guys have sorry, we do have in the United States.
We
You
have
guys,
a constitution.
you got
We
you have
have
a
time for
constitution. We both have
shenanigans.
constitutions.
Yeah.
So we have So,
it
but we
working
have
right now?
we're a social democracy in my country, and you guys have your
Like
voting
we're
system.
a representative republic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Like,
They're
I
working
guess
on
the
it
thing
though.
is, like, if she was the only one who had a dragon, like, I'd
Mhm.
agree, but she's not, which is why, like, there was the whole thing last season about, you know, trying to, like, who was it? Was he a member of the King's Guard, or just one of the lords who tried to, come in at the end to Daemon and say what we actually need is a king? It's because he
Yeah.
has a dragon, and
Yeah.
like he
Yeah,
has that power.
that dumbass.
So like, so yeah, it's
Well,
I feel like even with the dragon, I just feel like it's natural that like she's gonna have to put up with this stuff because that's the world, and that's what makes it so infuriating that even a woman with a dragon is still looked at as a woman by these men, and or what's their view on a woman, and so I don't know, I just felt I thought it was really effective, and I felt her fury and her frustration, in that scene as she's tearing up the dress, and like I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like this is a pivot moment for her, and I'm
but I
looking
feel
forward
like
to seeing what that is.
I think like, in and of itself, yeah, I just feel like we've had the same pivot moment over and over and over
again. Yeah.
Like that's kind of like where my
Yeah, that's
complaint
the frustration of it
about
all. We
it
didn't need
is.
to ad lib that in again.
Yeah. That's just like my frustration about it. You're not wrong by any stretch of the imagination, but it's
Right.
just like
at some point she has to do the work. Like at some point she has to be the ruler, and she can't keep falling back on the fact that she is a woman. Like, do you think Margaret Thatcher constantly fell back on the fact that she was a woman? I don't think she did. I think she was like
she talked her shit and kept it pushing.
Well, yeah, I don't think she's doing that either. I just feel like there can be so much more nuance behind it, and like like I don't like what was happening between her and Jace wasn't because he's like, oh, she's a woman, therefore I don't think she has the ability to make a decision.
Right.
That was
he overruled her because he thought he could. That's
I think he overruled her because he felt like she was trying to resolve this in a peaceful way. He knew that it could not be. At this point, the fight was here, and she was like, well, maybe if we stop and think about it, we can sneak around the back and pop up.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole thing about like her trusting Alicent, like that was his
his gripe, and it's
a lot of his own.
He's
like,
correct.
I need to be a hero. I need to be in the action.
Yeah.
But you know,
I think that there's some like I think he doesn't think he was thinking in those terms, but like but it's underneath.
Correct.
It's like an intrinsic part of this world. He doesn't have that faith in her because she's not a man. Like I don't think he's thinking of it that way, but that is the way the world is set up. And I you know, it's the same reason why the lords don't like are always doubting her, and why the Kingsguard went along with following her son. If that was a king, he never would have agreed to that. Or gone along with it. I think it's part of what's underneath all these choices and all these actions, and she's going to have to like cut that bullshit out and
remove the rot from the core, basically. Real quick, Becks, before we get too much further along, we do have a new watcher in the chat, and I wanted to say hello, Jenny of Coldstone Creamery, and I love that name because Coldstone makes some of the best freaking ice cream.
I don't like them anymore.
Why? What happened?
Because they took my creamer from me, and now it's not Coldstone creamer, coffee creamer. It's sweet and cream, and it's not the same.
Ew.
They took it from me.
I haven't been there in a while. I don't like that.
Private equity, probably.
Yeah, it was a combination of International Delights, and I was pissed because now it tastes like shit.
Well,
I have to say though, like one of the things, like people, there has been some comparisons, like if this had been Danny in this situation, and one of the things I always remember is costume wise, like Danny always wore pants under her dresses because she always, you know, in case she needed to make a getaway. And I'm going to tell you, if that was Danny's chamber, she would have had like a secret hatch to get the fuck out of that castle, or some kind of other escape route, because it
wouldn't even need to be no escape room. No, Drogon would have pulled up immediately. It wouldn't have been no need for that. Even if Drogon wasn't there, Rhaegal and Viserion, you saw how they broke out of the freaking catacombs in that pyramid they was in. So they would have came and got her.
Well, here's the thing. I think
really gets down to the fact that Cyrax should not be allowed to take vacation days.
Exactly.
Right. Because Cyrax, where the fuck were you?
No,
I was shocked that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Becks. I was actually shocked that. Sorry, Becks. Go ahead.
No.
Fuck. Sorry. Go ahead.
Take it away, Becks.
Fucking up.
Like Becks, you can talk, and I'm gonna go ahead. Becks. I'm just gonna.
Go ahead.
I do want to say something that I like was going to say earlier. It's like because AK, you were saying, you know, we've been rooting for you, Jace, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of tired of his shit. I wasn't that.
Exactly. That all of this since like midway past last season, you've been getting on our nerves, Jace. But we've been giving you the benefit of the doubt a little bit. I was in the camp with Bela when he really started getting in his feels. Bela was like, "Bitch, you are the crown prince, baby boo. Get your ass up, come out of this random funk, okay? It's not, you know, the perception that you think you're giving off. It's how you carry yourself, okay? Walk with that. Own that you actually are a Targaryen with what you're literally about to be the crown prince.
What really mattered was that Rhaenyra kept falling back into the same. If we can end this without the bloodshed is here. You've got to stop. Like you have one son dead, and you're telling me you're still trying to end it amicably. Fuck that shit. I'm burning it down to the ground. And I said what I said at the end of season 1 when you turn around
there is a reason Auntie Nisi stayed girded in her armor, though. Okay?
Exactly.
I'll say that.
Absolutely.
When you say that,
she was ready to go.
What would Danny have done? Danny wouldn't have been in that room in the first place.
Danny wouldn't have had that conversation. She would have been in the air.
And someone said she would have already been dressed. She would have been ready to go.
She would have been dressed. She would have been on the triarchy, would not have even been a threat because they would have been burnt.
Because look at her
around outside.
When Danny went above the wall, and who was it? Tyrion was trying to stop her. Well, what if you get killed? Fuck you, Tyrion. I'm going. Like she just was gone, right? I'm hopping
on her dragon in the
air. Yeah. What if I
Yes.
do get killed? I mean, okay, you could think that, you know, maybe they'll mourn for me, maybe they won't. But I got Drogon, and we already know Drogon is about that life. and gives no fuck. So yeah, they would have been out there. This would not have been a problem for Dany because she would have already been in the air.
Yeah, so I think
I don't
that's
know.
what the problem is. I understand the problem that Jace was having. He went around like the end piece was the wrong way to do it, but also
Went around
Rhaenyra
the
just
wrong
sitting
way,
there
yeah.
bamming on the door. I'm not bamming on the door. Open the fucking door.
Open
now.
the fucking door, or I will
guarantee
take your
you,
head
you
the
will die.
second I get out of here.
Period.
I do think at the end of the day, both have been very wrong in
Mhm.
different situations.
Agreed.
Oh, I was thinking another reason why she would have had an escape route because there was an attempted assassination in her quarters, like last season, wasn't it?
Yes.
So
And- yeah,
again,
and
why was
she
there no
learned from
escape
that.
hatch? I thought by the end of the episode she would have escaped, but that she wouldn't
I'm
have
gonna be
escaped in
honest,
time.
I don't really usually follow that sort of line of thinking. It brings me back to the whole just
Maegor?
zigzag. I'm like, no, these story beats have to happen for
Yeah,
a
the
reason.
zigzag is
And,
very
like,
Sunny.
and you can say,
Yeah, holding the door. Yeah.
you can have an escape route because the story requires that she be locked in the.
Sacrificing all the
Because
children
plot.
of the forest
I mean,
at the end.
that's kind of at the end of the day. It all boils down to like, oh well, we need it this way to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't buy
Like Gwen
that.
said,
But
I'm
I
really
do
just
have
excited
one
about next.
question. Because what battles has Rhaenyra actually been in?
None.
I mean, she's a
None.
good writer,
None.
but
Remember her? I think her dad was considered a peacetime king, or her grandfather was a
Well,
peacetime
and
king.
he
her grandfather is who laid the work for all of
Oh.
that, and her dad
Was
was
considered a
still
peacetime king.
coasting, still trying to coast on that
Yeah.
shit,
well, and
even though shit started ramping up.
and he was Balarion's last writer.
How the fuck did you only ever ride Balerion once, and then you went and sat your ass down?
They
and
didn't
stuff?
need to do it. He felt he didn't
Valerian
need to do it for
died.
them.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, but-
Valerian-
Valerian
Well,
died.
after a while, that wasn't right away though.
No, I think it was pretty soon. Like not immediately, but I don't think Balerion. But he's just like he never trusted the dragon.
He didn't. Yeah.
No, and like he's like the
Because
whole
he was
idea
afraid
that,
of them.
that we control the dragons is a myth.
And he was right about that. I mean,
And
he's very
he was
right.
correct. Yeah, he
And
was
I
not
think
wrong on
that-
that fact at
I
all.
think that Daemon was the only one out there fighting currently on their dragon because he was in the middle of the stepstones and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I feel
correct.
like everybody else was just at home looking at Daemon do shit because they're trying to keep this man out the way
Yes.
because they didn't like him.
It was Damon and Laenor of all folks.
Yeah, Laenor.
I have to bring attention to this comment, which is really, I wanted to call attention to that. Did you guys notice about Jace's eyes that got really wide?
Yes.
And like Sampuku eyes. I don't know if you guys know what Sampuku eyes, where the white is on the top of your iris. It makes you look, that's what gives you that crazy look.
It's like those anime crazy eyes.
Yes.
Is what it looked
Yes.
like. And yeah, he had that.
I was like,
Yes,
he was
I
kind
see
of,
the
he was
thumbs
kind of
up.
giddy.
Yeah, Gwen, I see what your mind is.
He was a little bit giddy. Like,
Wait,
why
hold
would
on.
you do
What
this?
did you say, Gwyn?
If you read it, it
I
says character to character and really screwing thongs up.
said, are we really
Dong,
going to
dong,
skip
dong,
past-
dong. Let me see
Thong,
that
thong, thong,
thong. Yeah, but I'm also shout out to Whitney Davis, girl. We see you coming in. I see you sneaking in.
Wow.
Balerion got so bummed out. by
Right,
the
Balerion
series.
tolerated him exactly.
Because Balerion was old and was like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna sit here.
After a while, I was like, you know what, Vagar, I'm gonna go on pass the torch, baby girl. Look, our sis is gone somewhere in Dorne. We don't know where she at. It's been a while. I'm gonna go ahead and go and take this last nap real quick.
I just had like
Oops.
like thinking about Balerion, like what it was Sarah that he took to, like
I just want to see.
I just want to go home one last time.
No, I want to see this. Like
Yeah,
me,
well-
like really, I want to see this. Not like the dragon was saying.
does
No.
that.
No, I want to see that, and as gruesome as I know it will be, because it still kind of makes me shiver when I read it. I want to see what the fuck happened with what was her girl's name? Arya, when she came back, like infested with the fireworms.
That was Sarah. That's who she was talking about.
Sarah.
Sarah, just
Yeah.
I want to see that. See, that's why I want the histories to start. I wish they wouldn't have actually started with House of the Dragon. I would like them to start like way back in like the Dawn Age. Give me all of Valyria. Give me the Valyrians before they were even Valyrians. Like, what type of fucking blood magic did one of y'all village sorceresses do for you to find these dragon eggs and become this powerful? And why weren't the Targaryen shit when they were in Valyria? The only reason they got big, if y'all didn't know, the only reason they got big is because like literally Valyria blew up and they were the last ones standing.
So
that's it.
So Fusion asks, can you bond with more than one dragon in your lifetime?
That in your lifetime, if your dragon dies, I think you can.
Yeah.
But to do it at the same time,
but
that would be a feat.
I don't know if we actually have a history of.
We don't.
Well, Dany has 3 dragons. Is she bonded with all 3?
Well, I mean, Drogon.
Drogon was her main bond, but she definitely still had a connection with Viserion and Rhaegal.
But she gave Rhaegal to Jon.
But did she ride anybody but Drogon?
No, Drogon was the only one she actively rode.
Okay, so that might be it. So yeah, she didn't ride anybody else.
So yeah, it was probably easy for Rhaegal to bond with Jon. I mean, obviously that's the one that was named for his dad. So
sorry, I just
that was it.
Just made me think of in Avatar when Jay just drops his first like whatever dragon creature thing for the big one, and I just always imagine the smaller one going, "Fuck Jay."
Hey, shout out Twizzy. I don't think we've seen your name before. Welcome.
Hi, Twizzy.
Although your avatar pic looks slightly familiar. Have I seen you maybe in somebody else's chats before? I don't know. Let me know. Welcome. What said Daenerys the Doom was seen by Targaryen. They dipped out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we talked about that the first season too. Yeah, Aenar. No, it wasn't Aenar. I forget what Dany's dad's name was, but he knew enough about her skill and predicting shit that he heard that shit. He was like, okay, you know what? Time to go.
Grab the bags.
Don't send no ravens. Don't alert nobody. Let's go. Just roll out. But also, I gotta wonder who built Dragonstone, because they didn't build Dragonstone. It was already there. And also, the Valerians had already been over there before they even went over to Westeros. So the histories of this world are so very interesting, and I do really always like to do the comparisons to what was given to us by the Maesters in the source material and what we're seeing right now. So yeah,
that's the other thing I was going to add about this series is that, you know, since this is based on a book, Fire and Blood, but it's told through the the perspective of a man as well. It's not necessarily a true account. Maybe it's
full of embellishments.
Full of embellishments.
Well, there's some like unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
I mean,
no one was actually in the room with Rhaenyra. You know, they don't know.
A lot of folks were mad that Mushroom was cut completely. Yeah. I'm not, because I didn't believe half the shit that Mushroom was saying in the books anyway. Because bro, you weren't there.
But
they were fun.
You know,
they were fun.
Mushroom is most likely like a divide, like even in world, like Mushroom's probably not real. Like, but oh god,
a conglomerate of like different people talking like at different times.
Yes,
and just labeled it Mushroom.
Correct.
Sunny's like,
yes.
We didn't land on Dragonstone. Dragonstone landed on us. Well, maybe the Targaryens are aliens then. Really, truly.
I mean, look. Georgia said they were different. Like the Valyrians in general were weird as shit. Like, I mean, no matter what they looked like, what their business was, they were sexy. Like it's like they oozed whatever stuff of I'm gonna make you want me. Like if all of them wanted to run around like some baby Zeus's with their community peens, that's what the Valyrians look like. That's why when it came to bastards, they were special. They were a cut above because they were dragon seeds. So them being bastards really didn't matter that much unless it came into like success.
George probably knows, don't you think? George probably knows.
Oh,
Oh yeah, George
Of course
definitely
he
does.
do.
Speaking
Absolutely, he do.
Speaking of our dragon seeds, I really like. I really love Ulf's initial
Off.
Oh yeah,
like his monologue.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
I also
I
like God.
that's
fucking
hilarious.
hate Ulf.
Yeah, but
I
also
just
like,
want him to die.
He was dropping dimes about
Right,
the red.
he low-key was. Did you catch the Varus link that he put out there?
well the
No.
the red priest.
That
Mhm.
connection, yeah. He paid me, some change to do a little strain.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh,
So I
yeah.
owned
No,
it.
it's
Yeah.
a horrible story, but
It's
then-
awful. Yeah, he's got childhood trauma.
yeah.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we're talking about the
Like,
information he
he's
baked in.
actually like
Mhm.
the way he's written, like I actually think he's written in a quite a sympathetic manner, but it's just the way the actor is playing it, where he's the actor's doing a great job, but he's played to be so repulsive.
Oh
where
yeah,
you just
absolutely.
Yeah.
can't stand him. And but the character himself, I feel like he's actually quite simple. And back to the conversation about where they should have just left and gone back to Dragonstone. He's the one suggesting
I got
that.
to go.
And
Yeah.
Well, Alice
Problem is,
Rivers
he's
shows up. We
so,
forgot
like-
to mention that about
yeah,
Alice
and the Green
Rivers.
Man.
Gotten to that.
Wait.
Oh, and the Green Man.
But
we had-
he's
Yeah, the
right.
Green Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well, I
Gwen.
mean,
All right.
while he's
No,
taking
go
a shit,
ahead.
that goat popped up, and
Yeah,
he was
the
like, "You
goat.
know what? You're getting close."
Right. And what the hell was the name of that
And he had-
movie
did you
with the
notice he had
damn black
leaves in his
goat that was
hand?
actually the devil?
Did you guys notice
Oh
he had
yeah,
leaves?
he got to wipe somehow.
Yeah, he was all set
Yeah.
to go, and then he's like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out of here."
on the closed
Ew.
caption, it said flatulence continues.
Oh
It
my
did.
god, that's
Let's
hilarious.
continue.
That's so
It
funny.
did. And then him running down and then being like, "What the hell is going on?" And they
Got his
happen to just
pants
like
down.
glance back, and there's a Green
Right,
Man.
they just
like,
happen to look up like, what the fuck?
Green Man
And then
peeks around the
Alice
corner,
just
like,
shows
okay.
up out of nowhere.
Look,
No.
see,
She's like,
and,
I'm a ri-
and this
I'm a witch.
is this is the situation to where I feel like I have to point out, like, y'all, you guys, and when I say you guys, I mean Heidi, Becks, Gwyn, y'all, like, because y'all know us and we've been friends for years. You probably already caught this seed because we have made these references before, but yeah, this fuck shit starts happening and nobody even like really bats an eye, which made me kind of side eye at him because, bro, there's random witchy shit happening. Why the fuck you still here?
Oh, God.
Bruh, look, melanated folks
Well,
catch
remember
that
last
tea
season
real
when we
quick
didn't
and
even
we
know
get the
if-
fuck out of Dodge.
To be fair, the scene cut pretty quick after
Mhm.
she's like, "I'm a witch."
And
The
you were
battle's
missing
on Dragonstone.
And yeah, you're right. You ain't in the right place. Get gone.
But
Remember last season though, when we thought, or at least I thought, that Alice might have not even have been there. She was just like a figment of Damon's
Listen,
imagination.
the way
and
they
we
did
were
Look.
like,
us last season, we were all
Nah.
confused. I'm like,
well, I mean,
Come on.
we've definitely. I think we're all on board that she is full on escape.
she's full real, but I think she
Oh,
might have been using the
You said escape.
teleportation
That
device.
that
She's using
goat
Varys's.
was in multiple scenes.
yeah.
with like
Yes.
in Damon's like weird.
Mhm.
I agree.
How far are they? Are they just outside of the castle? Like how far
Yeah.
are they from Harrenhal?
They're
So she
near
would've
the
been-
God's Eye,
she
aren't
would've
they?
been,
No, they're not on the God side. They're
Okay,
No,
but she would've been
they're just a little bit
falconing or-
away.
Yeah,
They're
so
on
she
that
was probably
way.
out falconing or whatever she does. or-
No, I
No,
don't think she was
no,
falconing. I
she
think
was-
she was in the God's Wood and she was
all.
in the werewood net projecting
Mhm.
herself over
There-
there.
There's 3 fucking dragons just hanging out.
Oh yeah, she kind of
Exactly.
them.
Look, dragons ramp up the magic properties of anything wherever they reside.
By the way,
So,
I miss Simon
yeah.
so much. I can't wait to see him. I saw that he's going to be in a future episode. Just
Oh,
love
good.
Simon. Yeah.
Although-
ever since the talk, like back on Game of Thrones of Littlefinger's jetpack, I just imagine all these characters in like the
Look.
James Bond Thunderball
hmm
jetpack.
I'm happy
little
for it.
little fingers,
Those are
I call
all
it like the
deleted scenes
TARDIS
that
Incorporated. Littlefinger travels, getting you all around the realm wherever
I'm
you need
very
to go,
happy
no
for
I thought it
matter
was Varys.
space
Varys
or
the
physics
teleporting.
or time.
I think it was a detriment to season 2 and 1 because they
Yeah.
were maneuvering like they had 10 to 12 episodes,
Mhm.
and we only have 8,
Right.
so they were taking
But
their
how
time getting to
it
places.
took you a whole damn month. To
and
get
I'm like,
nah.
I'm like, listen, we don't have time for this right now. You guys cut the episodes to 8, and so now you're trying to cram all this in, and we don't have time.
I don't know what's wrong with HBO. I mean, this is like their cash cow. Like, why are you slicing up your cash cow?
Right, exactly.
No, I'm sorry.
Heidi, I think we keep clicking on the same thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I won't touch it.
I will say.
No, you're right.
I don't think Game of Thrones is quite the cash cow as
okay.
Because
you mean House of the Dragon?
Television.
It's the world of Planetos.
It's expensive
It is.
to make.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
You know,
It
like
is.
where,
but they are still making bank.
But not as much as they would like.
Maybe not as much as they would like, but they are still turning a profit.
I mean, it all boils down to the fact that like nobody, like all media is owned by fucking like tech bros now.
Mm-hmm.
Who only care about bottom lines, like, you know,
inch by inch we're going back into monopolies, which are supposed to be illegal in this country.
Do you know how many friends that I have working over at Paramount right now?
Oh my god,
who want to die
and run away because they probably about to do the same shit that Disney just did with a lot of their animators and writers.
Well, I mean,
that's already done.
That's a whole other stream.
Yeah, that's a whole other stream. Like it all effing.
I guess my thought was is if they have 10 episodes, then they have an audience for longer, and then like, 'cause a lot of times people, you know, they subscribe and then they, as soon as the show's done, they're like, I'm done or whatever.
Cut it, yeah.
If they do, and I think they should do that, but it definitely would mean like less dragons per episode. But I would be fine spreading the drag, like, you know, in order to have like character
for us to have some good story with our characters. And I left this up for this comment from Mink. You know, Alice was living deliciously. Yeah, she was living her best witchy werewood life, and that's why me and my cousins kept screaming last season. Damon, stop drinking the blasted obia juice. Cut it out. I'm surprised she didn't come out with a cup of it right now when she projected herself to these three idiots.
I mean, maybe it wasn't the juice that was making it happen.
I want to watch The Witch.
Oh, it's so good. It's like one of the best movies ever. Robert Eggers.
It scared the
it scared the shit out of me.
Well, and it's so funny because, not to sidetrack, but like I historically have not been a fan of horror movies, but unfortunately, like some very sneaky friends of mine have slowly been corrupting me, and so now movies like The Witch I absolutely love.
Did you like Nosferatu?
Oh my god,
Nosferatu was actually really good though. So creepy as shit, yes, but the way they spun that story, that was really cool. That was really cool.
By the way, I have to recommend that everyone watch Widow's Bay. It's probably the best show of 2026. It's so good. Matthew Reese. My god,
what is it streaming on?
It's on Apple.
And what is it about? It's on Apple. I got Apple. What's it about?
Yeah, it's about this little island off the coast of New England, and it's basically there's a curse, or they think there's a curse, and then there's all these like horror tropes in it, like these. Like all of these things like The Shining and Halloween, and it's just it's funny.
That's fine.
But it's funny, and it's only a half hour. But anyways, and Matthew Reese, he plays the mayor of the town, and it's so good. Like I was supposed to interview the designer, and unfortunately it fell through. The costumes are amazing. But anyway, I highly recommend
me that show because I
told you that show, man.
It's so good.
I told you I would forget.
I told you that show, man.
I keep calling it Arctic Bay. Jack's like, why do you keep calling it Arctic Bay? I go, I don't know, because I'm in Canada, but it's Widow's Bay. I think Arctic Bay is a wine, actually. That's probably where I got that from.
Because I was like, I'm watching a good horror series right now. It's called Love Island.
Oh, Love Island. Yes.
Oh, I can't. I've heard of that.
Oh my gosh.
Too.
Well, Becks, do you work on that show?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't watch that
if
show.
I on Love Island, I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm fascinated with it. It's like because it's like Big Brother. Like
it's a train wreck From what I've seen, I don't watch the show, but I watch people that review the show. So I have the tea, and that shit is absurdly ridiculous.
But I'm just like amazed. Like, if you watch the end credits, there's like at least 15 editors. Like, they work 24 hours a day, and like they have like a 48-hour turnaround. It's nuts.
This is a cute story. One of my early dates with my now husband was going to see Witch. He won an orange teddy bear for me from a claw machine, and we named it Orange Phillip. I love that story. And then Mick is asking about Windows Bay. Is it like Midnight Mass? Well, actually, one of the actors who starred in Midnight Mass is in Widow's Bay.
Heidi, weren't we supposed to do Midnight Mass?
We should do it. It's so good.
I thought at some point in time we had discussed
we
it.
should. Let's do it.
Yes,
I love it. I'll do a rewatch, and I love it so much. It's like one of my favorite series of all time. Okay,
Orange Phillip.
Orange Phillip.
Vampires.
Yeah. Anyway, so what else have we not talked about? We missed anything? We haven't talked about Damon.
Big.
Do we talk about? No, I guess we sort of talked about Damon.
Well, no, we got to get into the Winter Wolves of it all.
Yeah.
Because I didn't
we touched on it.
See that first contingency come up this quick, because in the story, like it's not like until the end where all of the North gets there. But apparently, Cregan had a little bit of foresight sent the old heads ahead of time.
No, the Winter Wolves have their hand in like multiple battles.
Did they? Okay, well it's been a while since I read.
Cregan's the one that comes late.
Weren't they in Tumbleton as well, or is that something else?
That's
okay, and that's where this is leading up to, because the next couple of big ones, I think,
how they like what are they? What battles are they skipping or combining? Because I'm like, technically, where they're at now, they shouldn't be
down the road
yet.
Yeah,
because I don't think they should be there yet.
Yeah,
and.
So wait, do we know how many seasons we're getting? It's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
5. Yes. 4. Yeah, it was supposed to be 5, but now it's 4.
It's 4.
So there's this and then one more coming.
So I would imagine that like it's gonna go like Cregan's probably not gonna come back until like the beginning of
the last season. Yeah, we're not. Literally because of the timeline, I think we can't get the Hour of the Wolf until the last season.
Here's the thing: I think they're going to do what they did with this season and put the big battle that we're expecting at the end of this season at the beginning of the next season. I think they're going to do that.
Maybe
that could work,
and then that means that they would push them back to like the 2nd or 3rd episode of season 4.
Yeah.
I mean, and what I would like to specify for any like book readers that maybe or just new folks that maybe didn't watch us last season, when the Greybeards showing up there is a very, very specific North thing, because in the North, winters be hard. Like when they say their house words are winter is coming for a reason. Northern winters are like the freaking Arctic and Antarctica. Kitty! They're like the frozen tundras all the time in winter. So what will happen is when like food, like hunting and whatnot, may be scarce in the North, is the older men, usually in families because they all reside multiple generations in a home, they will just say they're going to go out hunting and leave. And that's just them making themselves not someone that has to take up resources for younger folks, and they'll go quote unquote hunt, but it's really just they're gonna go die in the wild, or maybe they'll survive and come back later, but mostly they're gonna go die. So all of these dudes in that contingency we saw, they all volunteered specifically because they were the Greybeards, and they went into them. What is that?
Somebody's stomping.
Oh, that's my son. Sorry.
I was gonna say, wait, hold on. When did the giant come in? Like, did somebody summon like one and we didn't know?
I think you guys know he has autism, and sometimes he just has to burn off some steam. But he's very tall and big now.
Sometimes you gotta walk it out.
It's funny, AK. I didn't even hear it because I've just gotten so used to it. But sometimes if I'm recording, I'll be like, "Wait, shut up!"
I think, honestly, for as long as we've been streaming together, I think that's the first time I've heard it.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's not the first time he's done it.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Yeah, because sometimes if I'm like doing an interview, I'll tell him, but I told him I was doing a live stream, but I've been on the live stream for a while. So he probably, yeah, but he's never had a problem with his weight.
Tell our nephew we said hello, and
I
we're
will.
glad he's well.
Actually, just reminded me of every time I would watch a movie or TV show, and my dad would come walking through the kitchen. It was about
like Pops, can you slow your stride, bro? I'm trying to watch something over here.
So I didn't see it. I was watching the History of Westeros review, but Allie Blackwood was in the
they did a super zoom in the back. I was like, you whoever caught that, y'all was looking
like you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I was going to say about the winter wolves, it kind of reminds me of like indigenous culture, like in like up in Canada and the Inuit in the north. A lot of times, like if there's, Ben, who's one of my friends up there, he was telling me, let's say if food is scarce, they actually will, the elders or the older people will not eat to allow there to be, like, they'll eat the country food, but any kind of the Western food, that'll all go to the young children,
rice or meat or anything.
Yes,
there were like a lot of for whatever reason, YouTube put like a lot of Chinese short dramas in my algorithm, so I catch a lot of those. And because they end up being ridiculously, horribly bad, but interesting in the storylines. So and that was a thing, way back in in ancient Chinese, they where the villages and whatnots were like the just communal places. So the younger folks usually got the full rice porridge that wasn't mostly water. They got the actual rice, or whenever there was meat, they got the bulk of the share because the older folks were like, no, okay, we done lived our lives. We all in hard times now. Let's make sure the future is safe. So and that's translated here with the winter wolves. And they did look like Vikings, and I feel like that's very fitting for them to look like that. And there was another comment earlier, I think it was April, where she said it looked like they came with the mist. Like, I don't know if y'all ever watched this movie with Antonio Banderas. It's called The 13th Warrior.
I have to see that movie. I saw a breakdown of that movie.
You've never seen it? Oh my God. We are covering that. Put that on the list right now.
I watched a full breakdown of it with Antonio Banderas.
Yes, it's a great movie, and it's also a great book by Michael Crichton. And if you look at Michael Crichton's bibliography, a lot of his books have been made into movies, and this was a really, really good one. I don't think it gets as much love as it should, but the enemy in that story basically came with the mist. And that were they mystical, magical folks like we know a lot of Northerners are? No, but they knew how to move with their environment, and that's what made them so deadly.
It's so cool.
And that's what it reminded me of, and that's a thing. If I remember correctly, that is a thing that someone touched on in the book when it came to Cregan. Is like, he came out just like this mystical, magical motherfucker that all of the realms have thought in stories to be the Starks. He came down bringing the mist and the wrath of the North with him, culminating in the Hour of the Wolf, and then he took his folks and shit and went back up north and took the mist back with him. So them appearing looking like they just walked out the mist, we come to die for the Dragon Queen. That was
and it appeared like it was out of nowhere as well. Like it seemed like it's like they didn't even.
Nobody expected to see them there right now, and I love it. I love that part.
And that's where, like, when they like kind of did that defocus, depth of field thing, like it really worked. And then also,
that was good. That was actually, I really liked that. The way they did it there.
When Roddy initially was coming, like we saw, and it was something they did so much in the first season. Like you had that like rear point of view shot, and like he just started walking up, and like the men like parted ways for him, and like it made so much sense. And even if you think about it, for Alicent seeing Aemon on the throne, thank you. Like both, like Daemon, like when the wolves come out, he's like, he doesn't know what he's seeing, so it's out of focus, and then like slowly comes in. And then when Allison is in the throne room and it's Aemon on the throne, it's like, this isn't right.
Mhm.
That
Like-
makes sense. Plus, I think she's been up all night because she left at sunrise, so
Like,
she didn't
it's
have,
kind of like
she didn't have
very
much sleep.
Tolkien, like
They
you
also
know-
did that with Ormond when he was coming out of the tent to blur behind him.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I went back and tried to find a decent picture of Dayron. You can't see because everything behind
Yeah,
him.
it's
Everything
everything
behind him
around
was
him.
blurred.
Like even when
No.
he's standing outside and he's right behind him, it's blurred. All you really
Mhm.
catch is the color of his clothes and his hair color. That's it.
Yeah, there are some very intentional choices made.
Yeah,
that I think
Ryan Condal
maybe
directed this
as
episode.
the season goes on, like
Yeah.
I would keep an eye out for that.
Mhm.
But I was
Yeah.
gonna say real fast because I'm too much on TikTok and
Me too.
and
You and Meeks.
and with the World Cup happening and the Scottish have taken over. Well, they took over Boston.
Bruh.
They
Oh,
did.
And
yeah.
it's like with
I love it.
and like
Oh, the Irish must be furious.
What that's what I'm saying, because Boston is predominantly Irish and I
Well,
love
Yes,
it.
Ryan
no.
Condal's from Boston.
The Scots drank all of Boston's beer.
They
They're
did.
like-
Oh,
the
They were
Irish-
closing bars.
Oh yeah,
Look,
no,
They were
like,
closing
bruh.
bars.
There
I-
are
I-
only two
Ours-
cultures that I would say
ran out of
drink more than West Indians, and that's the Irish and the Scots. They can throw down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gwen,
I
what was you
think
saying,
the
love?
Scots can take the Irish down.
really?
I just wanted to address some real quick because I think you just said that Ryan Condal directed the episode. That's
No.
he wrote it.
No,
Oh,
she
sorry,
didn't
he
write
wrote it. Apologies.
no.
Who directed it?
I thought you said another Condal. Sorry,
I apologize. He wrote it. Who directed it? Was
Lonnie-
it Sarah?
No, not Sarah. Doesn't
Sarah Hess.
direct either.
Is-
Lonnie
She's the writer.
Steer. I probably
Yeah.
butchered.
I would butcher it as well. I see it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's.
spell it.
I saw.
If that's him, he's fine.
He's gonna
I'm
direct
sorry.
multiple episodes. I think he's getting like the big battle episodes.
Oh, he's a good-looking man.
He is a
Can
very
you
good
share,
looking
share,
man.
That is
I mean,
not what
share
we
with the
discussed.
class. Can you share?
I will not share with the class
Why?
because that's too much work. Oh my gosh, he was on Banshees. He did Banshees.
Horribly.
They're cute.
But
He's cute.
yeah, okay. So, is there anything really big we missed? Oh, what? Yeah, Lady D's not here, so we can't even do any Therapy of the Dragons if she had any for this ep. Hopefully, she'll be able to join us for our episode this season. You know, she has the tiny humans and a business to run, so she'll be busy. She'll be busy with the momming.
Mhm.
So have we forgotten any of our big things? You know, we talked about the battle over the water. You know, the follies and the fall and RIP-ness of Jace. Rhaena making the horrible decision to take Sheepstealer into battle immediately, and also not only is Rhaena gonna have to deal with Rhaenyra coming at her about what happened at the battle and deal with Baela having to come at her at the battle, but you were given a specific job when you left. Bitch, where are my babies and where are my dragon eggs? You just sent them out asunder on their own into the wild.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, on top of that, where the fuck is Otto?
And where the fuck is Otto?
We
The
saw him in a
last time
box.
we saw Otto, he was in a metal box on the
On the
road,
back
but
of
we
the
don't
cart.
know where that road was going. Did it get to its destination? What was its destination?
So,
That
all right,
is
I
like the second, like the number two thing that
And
I
we lost
like,
Heidi. Heidi, where you at?
she'll come back.
like that is like number two on my list of things that like I really want to find out season, and they better freaking tell us
Please.
as soon as possible because I need to know where he is and what's going on with him.
And why
Wait,
is he
who
missing?
is?
Otto.
Oh, Otto. Sorry.
Because
Mhm.
we saw him on the road last time. We don't know if he got to whatever his destination was or if somebody snatched him.
So, Sonny, yes, we did talk about Aemon kissing his mom.
We did.
Yeah, we
all
did.
threw up
That
in
was
our
one.
mouth.
Yeah, and all of us said ew.
Yeah. I immediately was
like, was that
why.
necessary? But
The-
here's one thing I've seen in the chat a couple of times.
What's that?
Corliss' eyes turning blue during the battle.
Word?
Okay, so here's the thing about that. That's something that old Black people do. Because my grandmother's eyes were brown, but now her eyes are blue. As she got older, her eyes changed colors. So I'm just like, it could be that thing. It could be a thing, or it could be nothing. It could be something. It could be nothing. But I'm just saying.
Oh,
I mean,
why would they have chosen to show that though? See, I didn't notice that. I'm gonna have to go back and look. Becks, if you can, if you remember, shoot me on Insta what the minute mark for that happening is.
Oh,
I didn't notice that.
I'm reading the chat.
Somebody said in chat. Okay,
whoever put that in the chat, was
yeah,
it towards the end of the episode, or was it at the beginning of the episode? Like, was it during the battle or during him talking to his son? Like,
yeah, can you drop us? Yeah, can you drop us the minute marker so we can look at that? Because I definitely didn't notice that.
Well, I'm gonna look when we're done. But also,
may not have been intentional. It could just have been like
weird.
There's so many changing eye colors in like Lord of the Rings that like.
I mean, that's low key staple in Lord of the Rings, though. It's not a key thing here.
And April, you're not the only one in the chat that has said it, but
see, I didn't notice that.
So in your other question, is Nettles going to be used as a secret identity for Reyna? I think they're just finding the characters.
I don't think they're gonna give her a new nickname or anything.
Although, but maybe because like I don't think she's not gonna be a fucking Dragonstone. Like they're going back to the Veil.
I mean, well, I think Bela will be going back to Dragonstone, but Reyna, I don't think Reyna has a choice but to go back to the Veil.
Yeah, that's
because going back to Dragonstone now, that might as well be a death sentence. Like she should expect to die.
When I said they, I meant Reyna and Sheepstealer.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
No, like they're going back to the Veil, and at some point, because she's gonna have a mark on her head that, and like whenever Damon and Rhaenyra split, he's gonna go find her and protect her.
Low key, she should have a mark on her head right now, though, because honestly, you can take everything in this battle out. You were not supposed to be here, but more importantly, bitch, where are my babies?
Well, they still went on their journey that they were supposed to. Like she didn't take them.
But they're not supposed to be out there by themselves with just some random guards.
Right. No,
is what I'm saying.
I'm not yeah.
So yeah. I think Reyna's gonna have something to answer, and I think that is where they're going to fuse in even more the Nettles character with her, because Rhaenyra is going to give Daemon an ultimatum. Bitch, she comes here, or you take her head and bring it back on a pike, or you mail it away from her body, or both of you can just go fuck yourselves because I'm gonna come destroy you both.
And I think that's going to be a big part of her, whatever turn that
her supposed breakdown. Yeah. Also, shout out to a young Black economist. I definitely have not seen your name before. Welcome. Glad you were here. And she says, it would be strange if his eyes changed only in one scene, unless there was maybe some random, genetics or just deeper magic going on. But, some, water deep ones, magics. Yeah. I mean, he's known as the sea snake. And Valerians are from Valeria, so they could equally have some random latent magic in their bloodlines that had nothing to do with Dragon Rider.
That was also a big thing last season when Adam got sea smoke.
Got sea smoke, which shouldn't have been such a big surprise because Laenor was also a Dragon Rider, so the genes were there.
Laenor was half Targaryen.
Mm-hmm.
Half Targaryen, but the Valerians are also from Valeria. While they weren't Dragon Riders, they still have those markers in their DNA.
That's the point. That's the point.
In show, I mean, I agree with you, but in show, Corliss very much said like we are not dragon riders.
We are ship riders.
Where that so he left a question mark about his mother's parentage. Now, I think that's a big weird plot hole of the show where it's like but they're Valerians. Like, why would
right? Like, there's rules. You can't just leave that to chance. Yeah,
right. But according to them, and also according to history, like they weren't a dragon riding family
back then. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
you're correct.
So,
not everyone was, but I'm just saying that doesn't mean because
what other magic do they have? It does that, like, you know.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I think, you know, once his genes linked with Rainey's, that is what like it kind of like activated their mutant X gene. If you're an X-Men fan,
him and Lane are half brothers.
That's different moms.
Yes.
So what would activate the
different
genes?
mom?
And that was Sea Smoke's rider.
And Sea Smoke specifically went and sought that boy out.
Exactly.
That's adorable.
So that's what I'm saying. There's something in his blood that Sea Smoke recognizes. And also just found the channel. Thank you for subbing to my main. And yes, a lot of y'all may not know I'm frequently like in comments now as like AK views, but AK watches the main channel. So I'm glad you found us, and thank you for coming through and checking us out. I appreciate that. Please stay, because you know we always gonna be on here with the lulls and the nerd rants and things always. So
yeah, is there anything
my queens, and I'm not saying that for no reason. Yes, Gwyn is absolutely one of our queens. Is there anything we have forgotten for the Queen's Guard this evening? I think we hit all of our big points. The only thing that Sea Smoke was a stalker. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, because
butter was in there.
Bro, Adam did not know what the hell was going on at all.
Sea Smoke was part of the dragon distribution system.
Yes. Right, the dragon distribution system. Yes. You know, look, you Human, stop running from me. You are mine now. This is what it is.
I've had multiple cats who like I've met on the street, and they're like, bitch.
That you are absolutely a key point in the cat distribution system.
My servant. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the dragon distribution system.
So we do need to rate the episode. No, before we do that, actually, we didn't do MVPs, and Heidi is having issues with her interwebs. We always like to say that it's Miss Minutes always fucking with me and Meeks when we're on streams, because we read her for filth when we did cover Loki, so she's still holding a grudge. So you know while Heidi is getting the reboots going, I will kick it off with Becks. Who was your MVP in what moment for the episode?
Roddy the Ruin. It's just always going to be Roddy the Ruin
coming in for the assist.
I mean,
right.
Oakenfist. Like I mean, like again, that's just always. It's either going to be one of those two.
Every time you say that, I think of Lord of the Rings because of Thor and Oakenshield.
Oh,
but I know who you're talking about, and I feel like that's still a good reference because
he's not Oakenfist yet,
but he's on the way. We know he coming. All right, so kick it over to Gwyn. Who was your MVP?
Well, without a doubt, Lohar.
Okay, she had a good death.
Fierce.
She did.
And like she wasn't taking shit from anybody,
from nobody.
Without a doubt, like she provided the majority of the entertainment for me in this episode, and I will miss her. But that's how she should have gone out, and like I have 100%. No issue with that. But for a character who was so short-lived on the show, she just made such an enormous impression. And so yeah.
Indeed. All right, Meeks, what you got?
Mine's is Alicent, because the way she held her shit together when her son kissed her on the mouth. Let me tell you something. Everything in her face was saying "throw up in his mouth." right now. Throw up, pass
Immediately.
out, throw
Immediately.
yourself off the balcony. And she held that shit together. I'm so proud of her. I mean, you got a problem now, but I'm so proud of you for holding it together and not immediately flipping the fuck out.
She has several problems after this scene.
Oh, you throw a feast in your honor.
All right, Heidi, have you rejoined?
No.
Oh,
we
you're
can't
muted.
hear you. We see you, but we can't hear you.
No.
Nope. Are you muted? No.
That's rude. They're rude. Miss Menace is real rude.
Right. Miss Menace will not let us go, bro.
Miss Menace is like,
Refresh again, Heidi.
Miss Menace is like,
Hopefully that does it. Right. It's like, y'all want to end the stream on a happy, good note? No,
she's like,
absolutely
we're
not.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so while we're waiting for that Heidi to come back, who was my MVP for this episode? I feel like I have two, like in equal measure. Sheep stealer, you shut your mouth. 30 points from Ravenclaw. What's wrong with you?
I am definitely a Ravenclaw, so
I know, and I already know that because we've been friends for that long. I already know that. No, I will say honestly, it's a very, very strong tie for me. It's our leader of the Winter Wolves and Bela, because again, number one, Bela has always been about that life from day one when it came to Aemon going up and stealing Vagar, and technically, quote unquote, stealing. The boy did have a point though. If you wanted her, you should have went to claim her. You should have, okay, but you didn't do that, so now you got to deal. But Bela, she had an issue, and she went to the first person that came to mind because they already had that great connection, and that was to go to cousin Jace and say, hey, we got some shit to handle. And they went and delivered one of the best ass whoopings from children I've ever seen in an ass whooping scene with children. And now we come up to when she gets grown and good, and now they're betrothed, and she is always there spitting hot facts and fire at Jace when he on that bullshit. Like, baby, I need you to get your shit together. That's simple. And she saved him once. She tried in this episode, but you usually win battles like this, you only get one save. Okay, but you very rarely get two, and you definitely ain't gonna get three. And Jace, you didn't pick up the lessons, you didn't read the battle correctly, so now you're dead. And I'm sorry for that, but Bela's still that girl because she held you down till the end, bro.
So and we have to acknowledge that the biggest reason why Jace should have never gone into that battle, because if he didn't die, he would have become king, and she would have been queen.
And she
and robbed us of Bela.
And Bela as queen, and it is Auntie Nisi all over again. Because let's not forget that she literally was fostered with the queen that never was, whose rightful seat was stolen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it was the best thing that she was fostered with her grandma, because Auntie Nisi don't pull no punches, and y'all know we are very big fans over here at AK Watch affiliates of Auntie Nisi. Okay, Auntie Nisi is from the block. If you don't know what that means, go watch our previous streams. We already explained it. We're not gonna do it again.
Top three,
and she gave all of that wisdom to both of her granddaughters, but more specifically to Bela, because she is who was fostered with her. So that's why, again, Bela has always been about that life, and she don't take no shit, even from her betrothed, who she loves dearly. She course corrects him all the time. She saved his ass literally in this episode, but she couldn't get there a second time, bro. Jace, I'm sorry, you squandered that chance that she left you, and now you're dead. But
they would have been
another Bela.
They would have been another Jaehaerys and Allison.
It would have, yes.
Common sense and guts.
Although, but we're all in this fucking mess because of Jaehaerys.
Yes.
100%, because Jaehaerys did not have all that shit you did all that good for the realm, Jaehaerys, and you couldn't just stick the fucking landing and choose Auntie Nisi as your rightful heir, which she was. And Queen Alysanne ran your ass for filth because you did not choose her twice. Twice. They call it the Great Breaking in the book. But like the last time she was so pissed off, she left and took her dragon and fucked off to the north for damn near half a year before he had to go out there and get her and make multiple concessions to help the Night's Watch more specifically because she was not having that bullshit. And I forget what the exact quote was, but it was something to the effect of, like, if you really think women are so useless, then you obviously don't need me to be here by your side helping you rule. And she left. And where did she go? Straight to the north. And that is how the Night's Watch procured the new gift. If you look at the map, there's the old gift, which was the given lands by the north. But then the new gift is everything that Queen Alysanne annexed, I think would be the right term, to give to the Night's Watch for, crops, raising animals, horses particularly, and whatnots. So, and this is the tracing the bloodlines. This is where Auntie Nisi ended up. This is where Bella ended up with that moxie in her blood. And again, look at Lena. Lena was also that chick. She was about that life. She managed to bag Daemon and intrigue him at a younger age, not as young as they were trying to marry her off, but what she was in her full womanhood when she ran up on Daemon, and Daemon didn't know what to do with himself. So yeah, Bela is my very, very strong tie with the Winter Wolves coming through, because the Winter Wolves board, I can't wait till we get to the Hour of the Wolf. I just really want them to do it proper justice. Yeah, so those are my two MVP moments for this episode. And I don't think Heidi was able to jump back in, but what she sent me was her MVP was Gwyn, and her final rating for the episode was a 7 out of 10. I will continue my score from last night. I will still rate it at a 9 out of 10. I liked how the things flowed. The changes obviously were very evident. You can see them. But I wasn't mad at a lot of those changes. I had gripes with people, but not because of the writing or what they changed, but just because of the characters themselves. Mm-hmm. So let's end off with that on the full ratings. Becks, I'll kick it back to you. What was your rating for this episode?
I liked it a lot. I'll give it a 9.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Out of 10.
I like it. Wait, hold on. April saying Alysanne had a baby after her notification. She did. I mean, look, dragon seeds were a thing. Alysanne had babies that weren't hers. Yeah, you're right. And Jaehaerys did too. So yeah, that was never no contention of beef, as far as we know, anyway.
Did he? I thought they were pretty. I mean, I'm not saying, but I thought they were pretty. I
thought that Hugh was Viserys' like a brother, like a half brother or something. He was mentioning that he was a half brother.
But Viserys is.
But Viserys was the grandson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, there are a lot of sons between
them. But I think I don't think that Jaehaerys was as squeaky clean as the issues would have us believe.
Oh no.
I think he was just like every other Targaryen king, and there were definitely bastards in that relationship.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Gwyn, what you got?
I've been thinking about this. I think most of my issues I had with the episode, particularly on first viewing, were more just related to my time away from the show than any problem with the episode itself. So I'm gonna settle on an 8 out of 10, and I think that it might even shoot up after I mull on it a bit more. But I think that's where I'm sitting. 8 out of 10. Thank
you for coming through, Sphinxy. We harsh you, and we'll hit you up and see what app we can get you on here for. If y'all don't know Sphinx, go back and watch some of our channels, literally from the very beginning, when the first group I was in of awesome melanated ladies talking about Thrones things was with Sphinx. So
mine hasn't changed. So mine's still a 9.
Still 9 out of 10.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Still thoroughly enjoyed it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Sarah and Beesbury had a baby at Dragonstone. It's been a while since I've read up on Fire and Blood, and I don't remember that fact, but you could be right. And Jaehaerys was. I don't know that I would say Jaehaerys was evil.
I think
No,
Trader
he
is
just-
definitely a product
He
of
made
that
mistakes.
male.
He wasn't
He made
patriarchy.
mistakes. Yeah, he made mistakes, but I wouldn't say he was evil for those mistakes. But then
I
again,
just
like I said, it's
I
been a while
always try to
since we've read
make
the
this
material.
joke about like fandoms where you'll look at like good flawed men, and I feel like fandoms have less tolerance for
Cersei
their
love.
mistakes than outright evil people who like occasionally do good things. They'll be like, they rule. But I think sometimes those things are a little lopsided.
And Ricardo Maps, I know we have definitely not seen your name in the chat before. Welcome. And so we'll make this our last thought. The cool, who is the coolest Targaryen? And since you know we are all book readers and know some of the source material, who would you say fandom? If you don't go to your damn room. Nothing about Cersei is an answer to that question. Go to your room immediately. Do not pass go.
Well,
do not collect 200 dragons. Nah, get out of here.
Anybody, right? Because everybody is a secret Targaryen.
No, they not. Nope. We don't subscribe to that. Absolutely not. So okay, but yes, actual Targaryens. I will also accept recognized dragon seeds. Who would be your fave Targaryen, Becks, from the histories? Up until Dany.
Well, it's Ty, Rhaenys, and Stannis Baratheon.
Come on.
Come on with that. Come on. Say it again for the people in the back.
Stannis Baratheon.
No.
This motherfucker had half his ships blown up and most of his force decimated in the Blackwater. And what did he do? Storm the motherfucking castle any damn way. Come on with that. All right, Gwyn, who you got? Who you got?
So we're not including Dany, right?
All Targaryens. See, why would you even start with that?
I love Dany. Okay. This will feel like cheating because of the proximity of the show, but I am going to say Baelor Brightspear.
Okay, that's not cheating. How is that cheating? No, he is absolutely a Targaryen.
No, because just because it seems like an easy go-to answer, considering we just had a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Right. He was one of the awesomest Targaryens. Yeah, absolutely. That's not cheating. Yeah. All right. Meeks, who you got? Who's your favorite Targaryen?
I was just looking really quickly. I'm gonna take it all the way back. Dany's the Dreamer.
Girl, see, this is why we are friends because literally that is my answer also.
And save her family.
Literally one of the most sought after texts in the modern Westeros age, and when I say modern, I mean Game of Thrones because that's the latest in the timeline we have. Is the what is it? Potence or something of Daenerys Targaryen, and also there's that other book that is like full of dragon lore. I don't have a whole lot of proof, but I assert that Daenerys is probably the biggest author or writer in that compendium about dragon things.
I literally just looked at that.
Daenerys is my favorite Targaryen, but I will say a very close runner-up is Visenya because she was that bitch. She was about that life, and y'all know me. If you've been watching me for a while, I'm always about picking up a sword and going to handle business. And Visenya did that all the time. That was her natural mode. That's just what she did.
Oh no!
I'll make a mess.
No, what the clean up on aisle 6?
No, not really. It's good. It's good. It's just a bunch of medicine bottles and canned air.
Shira Sea Star. Okay, you know what? I do fuck with Shira Sea Star. Her and
Blood Raven.
what's our boy's name? Blood Raven. Yeah, they had a thing. That literally what was part of the reason for the first Black Cryo Rebellion, not just the throne, but because her other Dragon Seed brother wanted her, and she was like, "Nah, fuck you. I'm going over here with Blood Raven."
This is why I have to really take time and go back to the histories, because I don't remember so many of these Targaryens, and
that's where it's at, bro.
Well, because I am so much more. I've always been so much more invested in the show side of Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire. So like I've read like much of the short stories, the histories, and but not as much as other people have. So like I need to do my research a bit more.
Okay, I finally found the name of the book. It got on my nerves. I had to find it. Dragons, worms, and wyverns.
And wyverns.
History.
Yes. That. Mm-hmm. That and the points and potence. That was basically Dreams and Potence. That was basically Daenerys' dream diary and all of her predictions. That and the Dragon lore book are hot commodities. And I do recall that there's a portion of one of those books that is considered by Tyrion one of the most complete portions of it at the Winterfell Library.
Baelor the Blessed burned all those books.
He burned that, yes, because he was a fucking cult leader. He was a fanatical cult leader. That's why those books aren't in abundance as they are. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but I'm going to just guess. Aida or Ayada says, April, pick pen and write the fan fiction. Some of y'all may not know that I am actually a fanfic writer. And I do have some fanfics published out there that I always say that I'm very mediocre in my random imaginations.
Yeah, what kind?
I feel like you don't even know, like you've never even met me if you feel the need to ask what kind. Because you know where my brain be at, always in the gutter.
I just want to let you guys know. That's where I was like ass, titties, ass.
This is why me and Meeks are friends.
Just want to let you know, I instantly went there and started singing.
Instantly. And do I only write erotica? No, but am I good at writing erotica? According to my reviews, yes. So if you want to go check me out, you can go to AO3, which is Archive of Our Own, or fanfiction.net, and you can find me under the name of what the fuck is my name? It bounced out my brain real quick. AK_DS9, because yes, I am a Trekkie, and that DS does mean Deep Space Nine.
So, yeah. Next time you come home to visit your family, I got an amazing bookstore in Prospect Heights called Love and Legends.
Not motherfucking.
It's all romance and fantasy and sci-fi and smut.
Why are you telling me about my former backyard?
Well, it just opened up in November.
Okay.
It's new. It's a brand new.
If all goes well, I will be there for New York Comic Con in October. If all goes well, so I will text you. Indeed. Yo, Jesus, AK writes to Genuine's Pony. It's not that specific song that is in my brain, but what I will say is I do have 2 stories that were very specifically written for 2 baby making songs, coined that term by Janet Jackson herself, by Janet Jackson, with those names. Yes, so you can go find me easily. If you do, just in the comments, let me know that it's you and that you know me from YouTube, so I know like where the audience is coming from. But it is school night.
We still need to organize one of those. What would we call them? A late night streams.
The ginger ale streams we're talking about?
Yes,
Mhm.
bro. I forgot. I was supposed to schedule actually ginger beer because ginger ale was specifically when I have the Mad Queens for particularly Monero, who we did Lovecraft Country with because that was her coin for those chats. And I don't ever want to do a ginger ale chat without my Mad Queens. So I call it ginger beer because one, that's a very West Indian drink, and I am West Indian. So that's why I took it for my segment. But yes, I was supposed to do one with Gwyn and a couple other folks. And so I'll tag y'all in. I know Becks, you also be about that. So I will tag you in when we get it set up. And Meeks
Well,
and
it's so
come
funny
through.
because back years ago when we originally talked about doing something, and it was with Manara, and
that was in our
was,
COVID streams. That was one of our lockdown streams.
So I was so green that
look at you now.
I sort of agreed to it and then immediately regretted. I'm like,
because I knew you would, because I knew at that point in time you were a very green child.
But now I'm like, yep, let's go.
Mm-hmm. My baby cousin has been out here in the world now, so yeah, he knows what. Jack Bud, hello, coming through at the last hour. And I know I have not seen your name before, so welcome. What part of Dance of Dragons do you think Hot D will end with? At the end, I think they're going to give us all of the big hits, and they will end shortly after the Hour of the Wolf.
I think they're going to give us some tapestry at the end. I feel like a tapestry at the end to be like, look, guys,
and that's going to guide us, and that's going to guide us all the way up to where Game of Thrones started, and that's where it'll end.
Well,
I agree.
Maybe not, because the Roberts Rebellion show is never off the table.
There's gonna be oh no.
I mean, it shouldn't be a show. It should be like a movie.
It should be a movie, but they're doing
Aegon's Conquest but if they do Aegon's Conquest the movie, honestly, I know they're probably gonna try to cram it into one. But I think they could very easily do it in a 2-part, and the 2-part would be more complete.
Sure.
But that's just me.
You guys are optimistic. I'm just looking at the Paramount merger and I'm like, I don't trust that we're getting anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm enjoying what we're getting now, and beyond that.
Yeah. No.
We'll see where it comes. Right.
1,000% right. Like,
you're living in a world of realism, and I want to be over here in Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Right.
So you don't tell me what to do, Gwyn.
We are not leaving the never-ending story. Okay. You will not try to come after our Orin. We will keep it with us, and we will go on all the fantasy adventures. Okay. You shush your mouth. 30 points for Hufflepuff.
Okay, well then I'll finish off just by saying I hope it goes on and on.
Me too.
I just want to keep getting more and more.
I do too. That's the thing about this world that Gurm has created. Now there are multiple spin-offs that could happen if they play it smart and play it right. Literally, we could be in Westeros and Essos, or Planetos as it's called collectively in the fandom for the next like 20, 30 years.
So I just always think back to like the last Con of Thrones when somebody asked like the cast a question and used the word Planetos, and they were like,
they didn't know what it meant.
Of course they didn't know what it meant.
Of course they don't. Right. They not a lot of them have read the books. Honestly, to date right now, I think our boy, the Barry is the one that was one of the most pissed about his character dying, because he's still alive in the books, bruh.
Barry?
Uncle what was it? Barristan the Bold?
Oh, Barris. Okay.
Yeah, he actually was a fan of the books. He knew the source material. He's like, what the fuck you mean you got this badass dude that got his nickname the Barristan the Bold when he was fucking 12?
I'm gonna pause your rant. I'm tired.
Fine. Yes, I know. We've been saying goodbye for the past 20 minutes. I know. Okay, so yes, we will see y'all back here I think me and Fandom and DJ might be doing something tomorrow. I'm sorry, I don't remember what, but stay tuned to
not
the review
them.
with the crew.
No, not them. No, we are.
What?
Interview the Vampire. Lestat.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
are we doing that tomorrow?
You said we were.
Yep. You're right. I'm sorry. Look, there's a lot of streams right now.
I told you.
I'm sorry. Yes. So yeah, if you are a fan of Interview with the Vampires, particularly the Vampire Lestat, come through.
Is it
tomorrow.
only on AMC right now?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
You can find it other ways if you put on a pirate hat, potentially.
Hold on. Yeah, I mean, look, allegedly, look, we here at AK Watch Productions do not condone any form of piracy in any digital
every
forms.
single time.
But Becks, if you might so happen to slide into my DMs and remind me, I might, maybe cannot confirm or deny that I could have a link to send you to watch if you want to join us tomorrow.
So funny. I used to be so like strict about like I actually did not like condone piracy in the least bit, but like
you grew up.
I'm just gonna say, like, ever since, but before that, but especially now that Netflix pulled She-Ra off of their service, I'm like, fuck y'all.
Rude. And I have not seen the He-Man live action movie, but I've heard great things about it. And if they do not come out with a part 2 that explains,
they've already greenlit.
Are they?
They've already greenlit it.
Wow.
They really did.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Despite how it's performing, it like
Yeah,
money
I
wise
was
for
gonna
them.
say it's already like kind of out of theaters, but
I'm saying you can't do a proper He-Man story without bringing She-Ra back.
I have been really like, because over the years I've kind of slipped on like how many times I go see movies because I don't have the time with work and stuff. But like I've been really like this past month or so been gun-ho about like supporting these movies that unfortunately are not doing the numbers they should be.
They deserve.
I've seen I've seen He-Man 3 times in theaters. I saw Mandalorian and Grogu 4 times, and I just saw Girls Like Girls 2 times because I think it's performing well for like it's only in a certain amount of theaters and stuff, but still I want to support that as much as possible. I'm just getting really pissed off about these movies that should be doing so much better than they are, like not getting the credit.
That is also a whole nother stream.
It is. That's a whole other stream. But for right now, it is a school night and we need to get out of here. So thank y'all again for coming through with us. Becks, hit me up, and if you want to come to talk about Shadowcat, we can absolutely chat. And go ahead, plug your thing, Gwyn. What you got?
So for the next 2 weeks, we stream on Sundays at 6 p.m. Jared and I are getting to our season 3 discussion of Outlander, which is going to be taking place over the next 2 weeks. Then we're going on a hiatus for a couple of weeks, but at some point after we come back from that, we're going to have you on AK because we've now delayed it. But we are going to get to our Mortal Kombat discussion. So really looking forward to that. So yeah, if you're interested in people like talking about movies, TV shows, come check us out over on Cinematic Realms. Jared and I would love to have you.
Absolutely. Yes, and thank you again, everyone, for coming through with us. Because I know I don't know which episode she's gonna pick, but I know she's gonna be on here with us for one of them. And definitely continue to check out the watch alongs. We'll be doing episode 2 again at our cousin's house. And you hear that commentary. We'll be back here with Heidi and Meeks and whoever else comes along on Wednesday and Tuesday. Me, Fandom, Meeks, and I think that's it. And DJ will be chatting dragons again, and we'll be covering another episode of the Vampire Lestat. Lestat is in his rockstar era, and we're loving it. So come through. Mondays will be on my channel chatting about that. Luke, you coming in at the last hour, bruv. But the
last couple minutes.
The last minutes. But hit the rewatch link. All right, and everybody, yo, stay safe out there, especially if you're in the States, bro. Shit is getting real bleak and dystopian out here. So this is our chance to escape from that for these few hours that we stream and talk about these awesome nerd things we do. Heart y'all.